Alright, now lose it. Go crazy.
Hello and welcome out to this week's episode of the Gamers Council. I'm your host, WEBDAVE, along with my amazing co-host and my favorite Jedi, the one and only Hargeet Chani. Hargeet, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going? Another week, a lot of fun. Let's get into the fun discussion.
Ooh, man, it's going to be a big week, isn't it? All kinds of good stuff to talk about. Rumors, speculations. Oh my, exactly. And of course, we are very pleased to have with us a returning guest, the one and only, I'll say he's the legend. That's right. I think so. He's an amazing first-person shooter icon. Scrub Nurse, what's up, buddy?
Hey, glad to be here. Thanks for the invite. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got
Did he freeze? Or was that me?
It looks like it. Yeah, I don't. Seems to have frozen.
Well, we'll be right back to him. Sometimes it's only on our end, so we'll see what happens. All right, Alex Woggerman, what's up, buddy? How are you doing, sir? So glad to have you here. First time here on the show, so welcome, sir. Oh, and you're muted.
And you're muted.
Well, there you go. Now you're there. Maybe.
Sorry, really excited.
That's all right.
I'm going to make you a little too excited. Excited to be here. Thank you so much for the invite. It's good seeing you again, you and Hargeet. Nice to meet you, Scrub Nurse. Can't wait to have a really great discussion today. We've got a huge amount of things to talk about, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks like Scrub Nurse is back.
Yay.
He froze for us for a bit there.
Yeah. I don't know what that was about. The computer just froze up on me. So
sometimes it happens. It's all good. Just so much excitement.
I did pay my internet bill.
I get the hamsters to go a little faster on the treadmill for me.
That's right.
There was a cloud came over my internet. Anyway, all right. So it happens. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. But let's go back. Let's go around the horn tonight and go and kind of figure out what everybody's been playing with anything you're watching, any of that kind of stuff. We'll go ahead and start with you, Scrub Nurse. What have you been playing? What have you been watching? Anything like that? What's up with you, buddy?
Really hadn't been watching too much. I'm a little bit behind on my shows. This week, as far as what I've been playing South of Midnight. So anybody who hadn't had a chance to play that game, I started it and a bunch of games flooded in. You know how it goes. You start a game and then 15 come out and then you end up bouncing. You got to get right back to your backlog. So went and got in and tried to finish South of Midnight. Great game. Great story. If you're looking for a good game with a story and some fighting mechanics as well, I think that's definitely one to jump on. I loved every minute of that. And then also I've been playing the Battlefield 6 beta. So that was definitely good. And we'll talk a little bit about that too. So yeah, it's been a good week, been a busy week, but definitely got to get some kind of gaming in during the week.
I heard that. Maybe some drumming in too, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I did have a couple of gigs this week. I had 2 gigs this week, so
Nice.
always do that. Got to fit the drumming in as well.
Hell yes.
Man, too many hobbies.
No, that's never enough. Never enough. Alex, buddy,
Yeah.
so what games have you been playing, or what movies or TV shows and things that you've been keeping your interest up this week?
Yeah, well, I finally saw Superman, so that was fun. Interesting take on it, and I, as a old school comic book reader, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, a lot of fun, but mostly been playing some old games as well as Grounded 2. Loving Grounded 2. I think it's even solo. It's a solid game already, even in early access, and really enjoying that. Especially, I really love the first game. Looking forward to playing more co-op with it, but I haven't really gotten too much. My schedules haven't really aligned with work and such, but really love that. And of course, playing the Battlefield 6 beta. I'm not a huge multiplayer Battlefield COD person. Actually, I'm terrible, but I do recognize kind of what the new Battlefield is bringing to it, and I'm looking forward to more competition between Battlefield and COD, and hopefully both excel because of it. So really doing that, and I'm still playing Blueprints. I know it's an older game, but I think I'm on my 4th run of it,
Nice.
and just really loving that game. Always have loved that game.
Very cool. I got it downloaded and I haven't started it yet, so I'm ready to hit. Same with Grant. I was like, I got Grant already to go, and I was like, but one of those things we'll get to them eventually. Hargeet, my friend, what have you been playing, watching? What's up?
First, I don't know. Your audio seems to be becoming a little wonky for me. I don't know if you guys were hearing the same thing.
Yeah, I was kind of clipping your voice.
Yeah, so it seemed like it was like waving
On
in and
Alex?
out for some reason.
On Alex's? Yeah.
No, on yours, WebDave.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello. So
And now you're a little bit better. But either way, so yeah, I've been
That's
playing
okay.
Persona 3. That's basically it. I've just been playing Persona 3. It was leaving Game Pass, and I couldn't nearly get close to finishing it, so I ended up just buying it. But yeah, so I've been finishing that up. I think there's like 20-30% left or whatever, but it's a long game. It is what it is. It'll still take a while to finish, but either way, so that's what I've been playing.
very nice. I got this connected hardline too, so it shouldn't be any
Now it's better.
issues.
I don't know what it was.
It
but
sounds
was,
good now.
Yeah, it was just being wonky for a second there.
I don't know. Maybe one of my neighbors be updating their OnlyFans page. I don't know. Just kidding. Alrighty then. I'm just playing. Anyway,
You better get a discount.
yeah, exactly. Of course. Yeah, the neighborhood discount. Exactly. Oh, shoot. That derailed totally. All right. So, Hargeet, you see the topics? We a lot of different things we got. Is there anything you want to start off on tonight? Just maybe a little smaller topic, maybe just to get us warmed up, get us started, get us going before we really get into it. Let me put the chat up here
A
too,
smaller topic.
Okay, maybe it's not one. I don't know.
Like most of these topics are pretty big. I guess we can talk about the handheld pre-orders. That hopefully is a smaller topic.
Yeah.
So that should be starting soon, right? So I guess we can kind of speculate on that.
Yeah, it should be starting soon. And I guess to add to the fuel to the fire on quote unquote the we know there's supposed to be. It's going to be shown at Gamescom again. It's going to be playable. So a lot of people that are there, like Jess Corden and a bunch of other members of the community, Paris Lilly, are going to get hands-on. Hopefully, a little deeper dive and a more polished version of the operating system on it, and and then we'll hopefully get a release date and maybe a pre-order date and all that kind of good stuff to get the ball rolling. I know I'm getting one for sure. I'm excited for that. But there's also been some teasing about some kind of new controller by them as well. Did you see anything about that, Hargeet? I'll have to dig around. There was something, and it showed like the Xbox logo, and then it was some kind of looked like a screen on it, but it looked like an Xbox type controller, but I don't know.
And they were teasing the word extraordinary. So with it was.
So you know what I'm talking about then?
Oh yeah. Well, it seems as though that Asus has basically the full license to Xbox. So I assume this is going to be not just the Rogue Ally, but the controllers. And I know there's been rumors next year of an OEM system. I'm thinking this probably extends to that, and we'll see. Maybe it'll be a PC with the Xbox branding, not quite a new Xbox, but I think that's kind of the direction we're all going. So I'm looking forward to the Rogue Ally, and I'm looking forward to this controller reveal. And I have a feeling it's going to obviously hit somewhere around opening night live with Jeff Keighley, or on that Xbox show that they're going to have those 2 days. I think the 20th and 21st. So
2 days of Sugar Rush. It's going to be good. It's going to be a sugar. And maybe because a lot of people were talking about like one of the positive things that came out of I guess the cloud gaming from the older Stadia service was that they had the controllers that would actually connect right to your Wi-Fi for playability to make the lag less. So maybe it's an updated version of a controller where it has that ability on it. I don't know. That's a thought. So don't know if it's going to be, but you never know. So those are some kind of thoughts. Hargeet, I'll let you go next. I'm going to check my internet over here real quick on my end. So I'll be back in just a second.
Your internet's good now. It was just like a couple of seconds that it was like for some reason you were clipping for. It wasn't even clipping. It was like phasing in and out or something weird. It's as if like there was like some sort of noise cancel gate or something like that. That was getting involved. It was just weird.
Okay. Turn off my effects board then. I'm just kidding.
It could very well be, right? But I mean, I don't know too much about what their what the leak is for this controller. But if it's, if they have the license to do it, like a lot of people do, a lot of people have a license to make that, OEM controllers, right? Third-party controllers. So if they're making one, cool. Just depends on what it does, right? I mean, right now I primarily just use my Elite. If they have a better version of the Elite, cool. If they don't, then I'm gonna stick to my Elite. I'm waiting for the Elite 3 or whatever equivalent that comes out. But this is kind of the beauty of going like sort of OEM, right? They have more partners to create more fun things, so you can pick whatever works for you. So we'll see what that's about. As far as the pre-orders, like our expectation is we're getting this, right? They're talking about it, right? We're gonna get this at Gamescom, and hopefully pre-orders open up and you can start picking it up. I'm hoping it's more than just one retailer here. I don't know what they're doing, globally, but we had it locked to Best Buy. I'm hoping that they have changed that so that the Xbox version is available through more than one retailer, but we'll see what they do. A lot of that is negotiated like pricing, right? So they can give a smaller cut to the retailer on the hopes that they have more of the volume of that device, right? So that way they can give you a bit more of a discount than the 30% usual thing. I'm sure they all have varying levels of percentages, but that is why they probably locked it down. I don't know what their plan is going forward. It's an Xbox. Do they continue with the Xbox sort of a market plan of it's in the majority of big retailers and you can pick them up wherever you like? We will see, right? So like a GameStop, is that going to have this? I don't know. Like you would think that's kind of a normal place for a console to be. We will see if they even have it, right? So, but outside of Best Buy, Amazon, all those guys, right? Let's see what they do with it. But that's kind of interesting to see. We'll see. And then I don't know if this is going to have a lot of demand or if it's going to be too expensive. We still don't have official pricing for the US. We kind of have the leaked official pricing now for EU, but that's kind of it, right? So we will see. We will see what it means for people if they want to get it or not, and then where we go. But yeah. The controller, it's kind of interesting though. Let's see what they come up with.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll add that from Stein from Microsoft said to tune in on the 20th. More information on our upcoming handheld. And if you're lucky enough to be going to Gamescom, get ready to go hands-on at our booth. So we know that, like I said, we know a lot of members of the community. Kay Asante is going to Gamescom, seeing his flight issues he had earlier today, but he's landed safely there, and he's going to be there, and also he's going to get hands-on as well. At least that's what he's participating. He's actually going to be our guest next week. He will be our guest. Let's see. We got a little bit of. Yeah, that's Alex. Yeah, you're good. You're good. So a little bit of information, but he's gonna come and join us next week to give us a full update from the floor of Gamescom, which is going to be pretty interesting. So
That's sweet. Cool.
Tonight's episode is going to be a lot of speculation, a lot of talk about that kind of stuff too. And of course, we want to hear from the chat as well. We got right now we got over 150 people watching us live from YouTube and X. And that's awesome. We appreciate that so much. And we got some members doing some other things. We'll get to that in just a sec. But what does that say?
P-Lump says, hold up, stop everything, play my damn theme song.
His themes. We'll play our version anyway.
They see me rolling.
Watch him roll it, watch him go, watch him roll it, watch him go. He be rolling down the street, he be rolling to the beat. Why, it's so serious.
Oh, goodness. There you go, P-Lump. Just for you. Hey, Rizzy, what's up, buddy? Look at that.
Rizzy gives 10 WebDave memberships. Thank you so much.
And look, Scrubner's even got one of them, too.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Nice.
And then
I didn't
Mac
even know that. Thank you.
renews his membership for 7 months. Cool. Or I don't know if that's just a chat or whatever, but thanks. So yeah, Scrub Nurse, your thoughts on this whole ROG ally?
Well, I definitely am waiting to see what the price is more than anything. We've been getting a lot of rumors and leaks about the capabilities of it, but that's the main thing. Everybody's want to know what the price is. Right now, depending on the price difference between the Ally X and the Ally, I still don't see the reason. If you are quote unquote hardcore and you're really into handhelds, please do not buy the cheaper version. Just go ahead and spend the extra money if you can. A lot of times what people say when it comes to expensive hobbies, cars, guns, electronics, buy once, cry once. Because a lot of times you'll end up getting stuff. Oh, I'm going to save some money here. You use it, and then a month later, year later, 2 years later, you end up upgrading anyway. So if you can wait an extra month or two, save the money, and then go get the more expensive version, go ahead and go for that. So if I was to buy one, that's what I was do. As far as the leak with the handheld, I know you saying they were saying not the handheld controller, they were saying it was extraordinary. Now if they would have said it was elite, that would have piqued my interest a little bit more, because everybody's definitely waiting for Elite version 3 because it's been a while, and I only buy Elite controllers now if there's like a special variant for a video game or not. I don't even play with my Elite 3s anymore because I need Hall Effect sticks. I need Hall Effect triggers. So right now, my favorite controllers that I use are Scuff controllers, even though I love the Elite controllers. But there's just some stuff in the Elite controllers that are just way behind the curve as far as technology that can be a lot better. So if they said Elite, I would definitely be excited about it. So we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes a lot of sense too for you. I mean you definitely play a lot of Call of Duty and Battlefield and things like that. So
my controller that I love right here.
You got let me hang on 1 second here. Let me do that. There we go.
Yeah, this is the Scuff controller that I use. It has Hall Effect thumbsticks right here, and then it also has the triggers where you can give your regular long press that you have, and then it gives like a mouse click. That's how short it is, and it even has that little mouse click thing.
You can hear it,
and it's so much more responsive. So if Xbox comes out with a new one, they have to upgrade where they are. They have to go to Hall Effects for me. They really do.
That sounds interesting. I'm definitely always looking out for the next best great controller, as it were.
This is a Scuff Valor, and I think I got this for like a little over $100 versus $250 with the Elite controller.
That's pretty good. And
I have like 5 Elite controllers, So if I found something better to use, then that's saying something.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Alex, I guess we kind of got a little bit from me on it, but I mean, is the handheld something you're interested in getting?
Oh yeah, and I kind of take issue a lot with people who say, this is not an Xbox. In the last probably 3-4 weeks, I don't know if you've been keeping an eye on what's been happening, but as far as the cloud streaming goes, they've added something like 200 to 300 new games to the stream your own games and such. I think as we get closer to the holidays, I think you're going to see that be more of a consistent release. And right now, I mean, on my PC, on my phone, on my PC at least, I was playing some 360 games. I streamed Enslaved, Journey to the West, or Odyssey to the West, which was an old 360 game which I loved, and I was playing that on my laptop. So I mean, in a sense, I'm playing 360 games on my laptop through the cloud. So the branding is kind of making more and more sense as we get closer to the full library going to the cloud. And I think with the upgrades that have been rumored with xCloud coming to fruition, and I think as we get closer, I think that narrative of this really isn't an Xbox is going to become, no, this is more like an Xbox. And then, obviously next year or the year after, when we do get a next-gen system, which I think we'll be talking about later, I think we'll see that. I think we'll see those things merge together, and really that this is an Xbox marketing beat will obviously be reach a reality that where we're at, right? Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense.
Oh yeah. It does. Because there's so much a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation, and a lot of things. We just obviously Microsoft keeps some things close to the belt, and we want to make sure that they don't want too much out of the bag. We heard a lot of speculation about is there going to be different things? Is there going to be they're personally going to make consoles? Is it going to be somebody else making their consoles? I mean, I think there can be both. Hargee, we've talked about it on his show here before, that there's a possibility that that they're if hardware sales aren't exactly where they think they should be now, the things they're doing now are what's probably going to make the difference for the future, especially if it's going to be to where you can stream other platforms on your system. I mean, Epic Game Store, Steam, GOG, I mean, and more, maybe even, so who's to say that someday there won't be the PlayStation Store on there?
If there is a PlayStation Store, yeah, I mean, that's up to them, right? If it's Windows based, it'll just use it. But so yeah, like the idea of this, yes, there's a digital library, right? But I always laugh at that. Like, yes, you might have spent $70 when it came out. Those same games you bought in your Xbox One generation, how much do you think they really cost? If you went to Steam, there are so many freaking sales. You can probably pick up most of the things you care about for like a couple $100. So, like, realistically, yeah, that digital library thing, whatever. I like, yes, people have emotional attachments, but the reality is you can pick up your games. It's not a big deal. But ultimately, they will allow you to play them locally. I don't know if that'll happen on these devices. It may or may not, but that is the plan going forward. They will have backwards compatibility, right? So you'll still have your original library. Whether that's more of a console or it's a Windows device that runs kind of like a console, we will see. I still think they're going to be two SKUs. There's going to be the Windows 12 thing and then the console thing, but we will see what they do. But yeah, as far as like the games, I mean, this is an Xbox. It is what it is. Look, like those who don't want to admit it, Xbox is the Windows gaming engine. So it's also that. So if you're on Windows, you're an Xbox gamer too, whether you like it or not. And by the way, most PlayStation players are Xbox gamers because they play Xbox games. But hey, that's okay. I don't mind
trash Xbox games. That was game. That was.
Oh yeah, there's that piece. Yes, right. Slop Station, Game Pass Slop.
Those games.
Yeah, the top games you're playing. Okay, whatever, fine. So whatever. Yeah, it is definitely an Xbox. Now, as far as like the two SKUs, look, I tend to agree with what Scrub Nurse is saying. If you're gonna pay the money, buy the top end. But I totally get the lower end model. If you don't care necessarily, you just want to be able to play the games and be able to take it with you. Fair enough. And you don't have that budget. Fair enough. That's why they're making that box, right? They make the lower SKU because they know there are people who are looking at even like a $350 OLED Switch or a $400, $450, whatever. Not even more, isn't it? Didn't they just raise the price of the OLED? So
Yep.
Mhm.
a 450, Switch 2, and you're like, oh man, what if I just get this? I can play all my PC games. Why not, right?
Might as well,
And
yeah.
and it's like, okay, it's not as much of a leap, right? Whereas if it was like $1,000, I don't know how much it's going to be, right? I have no idea what the top end model is going to be, but let's say it's $800 and you're like, oh, I don't know about 800. That's like double the price. I'm just playing this portably and like I have a PC at home. I just want something to take with me. It's like, okay, I can get it, right? It's why the Steam Deck, you have like that $400 model all the way up to like a $600-$700 model with like all the bells and whistles. So again, it's up to you. If it's enough for you, that's all that matters. If you're happy playing the games, that's all that matters. So if it's worth it to you, go for it. But yeah, I generally just like future proofing alone. Like I was able to sell my Z1 Extreme ROG for a good amount to be able to pour towards the next one.
Yep.
I don't know that happens when you have the lower tier. I don't know how much of an aftermarket there is. So maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But just things to think about, right? But yeah, again, budget wise, if you want to get the lower tier, go for it. It's fine, especially given that you might have like a full desktop landed, PC or a console that plays games at full fidelity for you. That's great. That's fine, right? This is just an add-on. Cool, right? Whatever. You're not going to make that much of a difference in that small screen. It still will be there though. There's going to be a performance dip, obviously, right? So, but that might be enough for you. So good enough. But we will see what the prices are. That's really the big determinant, right? If it's like off by a couple $100, then it's one thing. If it's off like $400, you'd be like, yeah, okay. I kind of need to think about that one. So we'll see what they do.
Exactly.
I think it'll be a big difference just to make you make a choice in the saying you want the cheaper one or the larger one. If it's like only $100, it's going to make it
for the big one.
yeah.
It's so not enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has so many more advantages.
Price, there's no reason to get the lower one if it's very close in price. So I think they're going to split it up pretty big.
Yeah,
I think so.
And who knows? Like I said, we'll all know, I guess, on the 20th. That's that's
what they're saying, right?
Yeah, yeah. Wednesday, yeah, exactly. So I guess there's the. Let me pull that up real quick here. Let's see, broadcast. Boom. We just jump right over to this. So yeah, from Xbox. Let's see, we're gonna bring it straight to you. And there are what they're going to be bringing. Now, obviously, there's going to be lots of games from all different platforms at Gamescom. So it's not just about Xbox, but with what Xbox is bringing, hell yes, it's going to be pretty awesome. Plus, like I said, if you're a fan of other platforms, they're gonna a lot of them are going to be there as well too. And different game companies and stuff going to be bringing and unloading and showing a lot of great games too. So looking forward to that. Gamescom live, I guess the opening live is that Tuesday night? Is that what that is? I got to.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
so Tuesday night we'll get the first little
the Call of Duty thing. They said it was on the 19th, so that's opening night live. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And I bet you're excited for that, huh?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
finally get to see what the game's about, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely looking. It's got my interest peaked for sure. And welcome out to over 200 people watching us live. Thank you all so much for being here. We greatly appreciate that. I think Hargee, we got a couple of super chats and maybe some more gifted members. Mac.
Sure. So Mac, $5. I'm day one on the ROG Xbox Ally X. Whole slate come home. Man, that's that song. I don't know if you want to play that at some point. Have you heard the song from Subravian?
If you got give me a link to it, I'll put it up and we'll play it.
Oh
for
my
sure.
god, it's so hilarious. I will get the link for you. But anyway, let's continue.
No worries.
Big Dad Mo, member for 17 months. I wonder what the controller will be. Hopefully, no stick drift comes with it. I want a real handheld, not a mini PC. Hashtag PlayStation following Xbox. Hashtag Xbox better. Yeah, well, there's that.
Yep.
We will see as far as the not a mini PC thing, right? The whole point is the interface will change, but it's very much a PC, so
Right.
it is like straight out Windows. Okay, Danny Passion Official membership renewal for 5 months, and then Danny Passion Official gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
Thank you so much, Danny. That's awesome of you, man. We really appreciate all the gift memberships. And if you decide you want to get a membership for yourself, memberships are just as low as $1. $1 little dollar. That's all it costs if you want to do it. And that gives you access to over 30 different emojis that we have available right now, which we rotate them out, make some new ones. We got a crazed Mario emoji right now. We got Dreamcast guy, and we got Reforge hanging out in there as well. A lot of people have asked me for those, so we stuck them in there so you guys can express yourselves the way you like to, as it is.
That's funny. You can only use a Reforge gaming emoji if you pay a membership. That is very
isn't it fitting? Yeah, but ours are a lot cheaper, and we won't try to upgrade you. Exactly. Yeah. Too funny. But you might get a gifted one. But if you're now a subscriber to the channel, it's only $1. No, it's not $1. It's free to be a subscriber. Get that all mixed up. So subscribe to the channel. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when all our content comes every Sunday. We do a show. Plus we got some more bonus things coming up. Other coverage coming up this week. I may even jump on and do an extra show this week. I'm not really sure yet. We just will have to kind of see what the crowd and stuff's what's happening with everybody and who's available, that kind of thing. But I'm actually working day shift this week instead of thirds this whole week. So it's going to throw a monkey wrench in me. I got some extra training for the job that everybody else can't come in and do training on third shift. What's up with that? Slackers. Anyway, so I gotta meet their schedule, and that's fine. But that means that I'll be able to maybe do some things in the afternoon. Who knows? We might be able to get a bonus episode or two just to have a little bit of fun. It's awesome. Again, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. This is so good. We're only 30 minutes into the show. We got a lot of great topics to still go over. A lot of good things to talk about tonight. I do. I mean, Hargeet, you know me. I don't try to be slanderous.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
I mean,
Got that Cheshire Cat smile going right now.
What? So there's this, and there's several different ones they're pointing out that now on the PlayStation Store that talks about where you can get the Helldivers, and it has the Xbox version on there as well, which is kind of cool. But there's one thing it's kind of stuck out here, and if you look, Hargeet, what are your buy Helldivers 2? And this is the PlayStation page. What do you see here? What does the option say right here? That says buy on
PlayStation 5.
And what's the second one? What's the second one say?
Buy on PC.
Oh yeah. And what's the last one say?
Buy on Xbox.
Wow.
Oh no, they're going third party. Oh no.
Okay, now you might as well just play that song. Let's just play that song. It's the best thing. Like, go ahead.
Do you have the clip? Oh, you did put it in the private chat. Okay,
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely. All right, all right. Let me turn the volume up, and we'll throw that in the mix real quick here. And you guys let me know that we can't hear it or not. So here we go.
All slates coming, Kratos and his bald head. All slates coming, demon souls, I'll be dead. All slates coming, why the band swing? All slates coming, now Xbox is king.
So I did a thing. Quite a mischievous thing. quite a funny thing. I think it's quite good. I hope you do too. So the whole slate is coming. It can't be denied. It's fated, written in the stars, right? But the great Thanos himself once said, dread it, run from it, but destiny still arrives. And destiny is arriving. And this isn't about the why or the how and all that stuff. This is about a song. You know, when Tenacious D was talking about the greatest song ever written and performed, you know, and they couldn't quite think what it was, so they did a tribute to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the greatest song ever made. This I've been working on for days. Just a song to really celebrate the end of exclusivity, and one which is going to rub ponies the wrong way, but that's not hard to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rovian Productions presents the whole slate.
Oh no!
Is coming.
What happened?
Enjoy.
What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful. How terrible! Oh no!
Shook the PlayStation faithful right down to their soul. They thought exclusives were a fortress wall, but now those walls, they start to fall. Final Fantasy Remake, Death Stranding 2, showing up on Xbox.
Oh, this is messy.
Fanboys crying, petitions in hand. But real gamers just understand. Whole slate's coming. Hear the thunder roll. Whole slate's coming. Crashing through your soul. Whole slate's coming. No escaping fate. Whole slate's coming. Through the Game Pass gate.
Alrighty then.
This song is
more
pretty fire. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say it's actually really good. Very, very well done, and big credit and kudos to Sir Rovian. Wow, what awesome! I'll hit this subscribe button as well. Yeah, there we go. I forgot I wasn't subscribed to him, so I have to do that. But yeah,
Weird.
Yeah. Good times. So yeah. So all right, that's definitely. And look, guys, I'm not trying to be messy, but it's happening. It's here, and not only is this Helldivers 2, it's coming out next week, very soon, right? Relatively soon. It's coming. August 26th.
2 weeks.
So 2 weeks, yeah.
26. So,
26. 2 weeks. It's coming out. And
I wouldn't be surprised they had commercial on Gamescom.
There you go. And maybe it's going to be this reveal, this tease we've heard about, that ODST could possibly have a tie-in with this as well. I mean, that's the ultimate Xbox Microsoft hook, as it were, into the franchise crossover. Wow. So Hargee, what do you think about that? ODST in Helldivers 2? Do you think it's real? I mean, a lot of people, say it's the music. They say it's a tease at the end. What do you think?
Yeah, and there was like a partial confirmation, as it were, from the chat in that in that video from Xbox. So yeah, I mean, look, if it's there, it's great. It signals that there's no hey, we're just testing the waters and we're just gonna throw it out there. No, they partnered. They made this happen in a partnership where they're like, hey, does it make sense to entice customers by putting in something from the Xbox side that will say, hey, you know what, I want to try this now because it's got this Xbox IP in it, right? And why not, right? It's certainly interesting, more interesting to me now, because what you put ODST in there? Wait, hold on a second. What's going on? Right. So yeah, it's an interesting thought. And if it's happening, it seems like it is. Great. I think this is basically the walls are down. They don't care anymore. It's hey, how do we make money? That's it. It's about making money. And that's the right thing, right? Ultimately, that's what they're here for. They're here to part dollars from your wallets. That's it. So if that's how they can get more, engagement, get more money, get more play time, get more people to pay microtransactions, they will absolutely do it. That like, there's no company sitting there going, I need to play the Xbox console war against the PlayStation, and that is the more important thing than over my bottom line. No. It's how you get the shareholders get more money. It's all the same game. They're all about that. That's what it's about. So if exclusivity made it so that gives you more money, that's where they'll go. If exclusivity doesn't do that, that's not where they're going to go. They don't care. This is all about how do they make more money. It's always going to be about that, right? You can maybe sustain that like console war baloney for a little bit, but ultimately, with the freaking ridiculous budgets for these games, yeah, that's out the door. They're like, no, I need to make money. I don't care. We're gonna put this everywhere. That's just the way it is. And the whole slate's coming kind of thing is funny. I mean, I don't know if that's 100% true, but like it just seems like that is the path they're going down. It would not surprise me if other single player first party titles come over as well. There's certain ones that you just think they're just going to obviously do some numbers, even if they do like, $500,000, $1 million, 2 million. Like that's a lot of money that you just don't take. Otherwise, why not take it? But there's games from the PS4, PS3 gen, PS2 gen you could bring over. Absolutely, just make money. They're sitting there doing nothing for you right now, so why not? It's just the same thing they did with PC, right? Let's bring it over and make some extra cash. And you might say, well, it didn't sell 20 million. Who cares? You sell like 2 million copies, like $100 million. You think they're going to say $100 million Ampisha? No, that's $100 million to shareholders. Hell yeah, they're going to do that.
Oh yes.
Why wouldn't they do that? Of course they're going to do that.
Profits is the key.
It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Like $100 million. Nobody's going to say no to that. Would you say no to that? Hell no.
No.
They absolutely want the engagement. People think, oh, there's a dead platform. Nobody's going to buy games. Bullshit. The number one, platform for Xbox's games is Xbox. They actually sell enough on their own. They're number one there too, right? So they're obviously selling copies. It's not just Game Pass, but Game Pass also makes money. So like, I don't know what world we're in. They made $22 billion. That's a lot. That's double freaking Nintendo. Double Nintendo. Like, what are we talking? Like, anyway, it doesn't matter. This is just the world it is. PlayStation saw the same writing on the wall and they're like, why are we stopping this? Like, let's just go. What is the point of blocking these things? We just lose engagement. It's just let's go. And then on top of that, Xbox dropped the nuclear bomb on them and just said, oh, well, by the way, Steam is coming to our Xbox. Too bad. Your games are on our system anyway. Have a nice day. So you have a choice. Either let it happen or engage fully and make it work. Do the best you can to make as much money as you can. Why the hell not? And I think that's basically what this is, right? Hey, Helldivers, very close to ODST. Why the hell not? It just matches. Why not do it? And let's see what that brings as far as enthusiasm. So I think it's a great idea. Why not do that? It also brings ODST or Halo to a whole bunch of other customers that might be on this platform around this game. Like, hey, like let's bridge the gap. Let's see if we can bring more players over to a different universe, right? And I think it's great overall. I like these kind of things. Where it makes sense, do it. Why not?
Exactly. I wholeheartedly agree with that for sure. Welcome out to over 250 people here watching us live on YouTube, and one person on Twitch saying thank you. Welcome into that. Appreciate you guys being here. We do have a couple of super chats that dropped in, and we'll go around and get everybody's final opinion on this topic, and then we're going to get right back into another good one.
KY Bob, $2. Hey KY, how's it going, man? You will be playing Spider-Man on Xbox this Christmas. That would be interesting. I mean, it's certainly a viable thing, but they have not announced it yet. But it would be interesting to see. Thatch renews membership 13 months. WebDave gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
I did.
And then KY Bob gets 10 WebDave memberships.
Thank you, sir.
Gifted Hype Train.
Scrub Nurse gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
Thanks, buddy. We appreciate that. Yeah, keep it going. Yeah, was it? Choo choo, motherfuckers.
Everybody gets a gifted membership.
Hargeet, look under your chair. I'm just kidding. Oh goodness. Alrighty. So yeah, thanks guys, and thanks everybody being here with us. So many great members of the community. I mean, there's just too many to mention right at the moment. So if I don't mention you or don't get to type to you in chat at the moment, please know that we do greatly appreciate you being here. We love doing this show every single week, and we're able to bring some amazing members of the community to give their insight and their thoughts and their views on the topics of the day. Kind of like this one, where Hargeet, it's not within the list, but I kind of have to show it. I mean, Ninja Theory themselves kind of people taking this two different ways, but I'm thinking the best game on PlayStation Pro to show off the power of the Pro is from what company, Hargeet?
It's from Ninja Theory, aka Xbox, aka Microsoft. Well, that was always going to be the case, I guess. It's look, they don't have anything. But either way, we should probably pass this on to Alex or Scrub.
Yeah, Alex, what are your thoughts about this?
Yeah, well, I have lots of thoughts about this, but
do it.
No, let's be real about this whole thing. I've always said 70% of something is better than 0% of 100% of nothing, right? So
Amen.
Going to another platform and bringing games. I mean, we're at the point now where let's be real. Nobody is switching platforms. It's been said a million times by executives, by other analysts, by other people on YouTube and streaming and podcasts. Nobody is switching their console for a game. They are not doing it anymore. We are all pretty much hard coded into our specific ecosystems now. So, what harm will it do? I still hear a few people out there saying, "Oh, it will harm Sony's brand if they bring Last of Us or God of War or Horizon to Xbox," and I totally disagree with that. If anything, even if it does, I think I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Jez that might have said something on one of his recent podcasts where if they lose, they sold like 12 million. Consoles last year. If that goes down to 11 million because they put a game on there, they're making way more money on the games that they would be putting out on other consoles and other platforms than they would for those consoles that they're really making almost nothing on. Even if they're making a little bit of profit, 10, 20, $30, it's not making them anything. So why would you not want to be putting those games out on other platforms? At the end of the day, you're also creating a goodwill, fans of series that people have not played before, and getting them more interested in those games. They might jump over to a PC, or maybe they do go out and find themselves a PS5 base model to play, or an Xbox, it's vice versa. But at the same time, we are at the precipice of a huge paradigm shift in the industry, and we need to recognize that, and we need to let the people, we need the games to come to the people. There are so many really great games. I mean, I guess if you consider the PC a system, 4 systems, I have the Switch 2, PS5 Pro, the Xbox Series X, really great PC. And I mean, I play wherever I am. I love Xbox Play Anywhere. I wish maybe PlayStation, will start to do the same sort of thing. And I'd love to see the Xbox Play Anywhere go onto the PlayStation. I think that some of their games might, as long as you sign into the Xbox, onto through Xbox on the game, it'll remember where you are. But it would be great to kind of just see this symbiotic relationship between all these platform owners and bring the game everywhere. Because I mean, I'll tell you, I play on my TV, I play on my laptop, I play on my desktop, I play on my phone through the cloud, I play everywhere that I possibly can, because I work so much and move around so much that I just want to see everything everywhere. It really is. It's really something I'm really looking forward to. And Sony knows they want money. They need money. And let me tell you, I mean, all they have to do is they have so many legacy titles. They can bring 2, 3, 4, 5 games out a month on an Xbox, and from like Hargeet said, PS2, PS3. They could do that for years and just gain all that extra money without having to, quote unquote, to ruin their brand. I mean, it's not really doing anything to anybody except making them money, and they realize that, and we'll see more of that in the future.
Yeah, I'm glad they finally started seeing that. Scrub Nurse, your thoughts?
Yeah, as far as the games coming over, we've seen how long this. We've seen the blueprint for this. Xbox 2013. Look how long it took them to turn that. I've said this several times. It's like trying to turn around a battleship or a big cargo freight ship. It takes a very long time. This is not something you can just spin around and all of a sudden all the money comes in rolling. We saw Xbox take almost about 7 years to change and have a paradigm shift as far as what they think they're going to do with their games, converting to monthly active users versus game sales and console sales. Sony is having the same situation. They're having an identity crisis. All we can say is people who are Xbox gamers, are mainly Xbox gamers, is like, welcome to the club. Your first time. We already see where the blueprint's coming. Their first party is going to end up coming day and day to PC. And then some of those games are going to eventually inch over more and more to Xbox. It's just only a matter of time. It's just only problem is if Sony takes too long, they're just going to lose more and more money, and it's just going to be harder and harder for them. So the quicker they start switching that, the better for their company as well. Spider-Man right by Christmas, I think Sony wouldn't do that just because it's going to hurt their sales, because they might be trying to do a bundle or a discount on Spider-Man to get you to keep playing it on Sony. That might be something they would do after the fact, because that's one of the bigger games that's going to come to Xbox. If you put it on Xbox, it's going to sell. Only thing is for a lot of hardcore gamers that can afford it, if there's a game on PlayStation that we really want to play, what do most Xbox gamers do if they can afford it? They already played it on PlayStation. So it just depends on what they choose. I think something that would come over and would that's older and wouldn't kind of cannibalize what they're trying to get rid of and sell as far as newer games is something like a Order 1886 or some of their old shooter games, because they know Xbox players like shooters. And then of course your Final Fantasy stuff is already coming over. So there's looking, so Spider-Man, God of War, different things of that nature. Yes, a possibility going, but they're going to be extremely strategic on how they do that, and they might wait a long time before they put those certain games on there, unless the market just forces them and they say, we have to do this because we need the money for our quarterly profits year over year for our shareholders. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm excited to see what they do. Like I said, most hardcore gamers, they can afford it. They're finding ways to play these games, whether they're playing it on PC, they're playing it on they already got their Xbox games going. And if they haven't bought a PlayStation, they're going ahead and buying the PlayStation, and then they have everything. But to have on one ecosystem is a great thought, but I think that'll be the last holdout out of everything. Everything in one place. That would be crazy. I mean, it's called a PC, but we haven't got there yet, but almost.
You're right. You're definitely right on that one. Hargeet, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, look, the PS5 Pro is slightly more powerful than a Series X, so it technically should show better. But of course, this also came day and date to PC, which is where I played this game. And of course, it does really, really well on PC, depending on your hardware, right? It just depends on your hardware. And so from a console perspective, if you count what might be coming with Magnus, would that be the better platform for all games? Probably. But again, it would have to come to PC, I guess, right? So I don't know if they will target everything to that or not. The big question would be, of course, GTA, which we don't know if that's going to come to that platform or not. It's probably going to go to just Xbox consoles, the Series consoles, and PS5. Maybe Switch 2, maybe, we don't know. But as far as Magnus, if it's not a full console OS, It may not, right? But otherwise, yeah, that's probably going to be the better place as far as a console experience. But does that matter? Ultimately, like the One X was way better than the PS4 Pro. Did that matter? Not really. The PS2 was the least performant in its generation. It trounced the other two. It just did. And like, so you can't just sit there and say that that matters. The Wii, substantially lower power than its competitors.
Yep.
But it won out in console sales. Does it matter? I don't know. Like, so, is the higher performant necessarily a thing? I don't know. Maybe for some players it is. Even for the average computer player, the PC player, they're not buying the 5090. They usually buy something lower. You don't need to spend that much. You can spend mid-range and be pretty good, right? And that's good enough. And so, yeah, this is going to be true by like small amounts of resolution. It's going to be better. Fair enough. Is it noticeable? I don't know. Like maybe, I don't know, here and there it might be. But again, I played this on PC because it was 30 FPS on console when it launched. So I'm like, oh, I'll just play this on my 4090. I'm good. So, it was fine for me. I ran it at full frames. No problems. But, so is this a thing? I think the more interesting part of it is looking at it from the perspective of, is this an own of Xbox players? No. This is an own of PlayStation itself, because PlayStation themselves have no content to showcase their own PS5 Pro.
Right.
They're showing their upcoming game Ghost of Yote. I don't think I've seen anything being played on the PS5 Pro. It's all PS5 content. Like, well, wait a minute. Why don't you care to show this on your high-end console? Is there something going on there? Maybe they didn't bother to optimize it, but that seems kind of weird. Don't we expect all this like hubbub of like exclusivity is so that you can take advantage of the box and showcase your box? Well, that's not what's happening. Because then they show the PS5 Pro. They haven't shown it. So I don't know. Maybe they'll show it later. Maybe they'll have something a bit more refined. And as it gets closer to release, maybe we'll see those PS5 Pro visuals. Eventually, it's going to come out. We'll see it, right? But like, would that be kind of what you should be showing now? It just seems odd to me. Like, fine. So finally, you get games that are showcasing your box. Okay, but they're not coming from first party, right? So that whole narrative is kind of dead. Right, it would be one thing if they really were pushing the box, and you see like Horizon Forbidden West is like substantially better on the PS5 than it is on PC or anything. No, it's not. It's like, give me a break. And that game isn't even like next gen. It's a PS4 game. So up to now, really, they haven't really had anything to push that. So I don't know. Like, is GT7 that's cross-gen as well? I think, right? It's also a PS4 game.
Yes.
Yeah. So like they have like very little that showcases the PS5 and the PS5 Pro, which is far more interesting. You have nothing to showcase your new pro level console. Okay, fair enough. So yes, Xbox games will tend to do that for you. They will actually push the envelope.
That's great.
GTA is going to be the one. Yeah. GTA is going to be the one that's really going to showcase both of them, the Xbox Series X and PS5, and the Pro, right? To give it, its extra oomph. I think that's going to be the game that showcases the best. But we will see, right? Some of the games are out there that are pretty visually stunning. But yeah, I just like, it is kind of sad that like the PlayStation used to be the one that pushed that graphical messaging, right? That graphical, fidelity and top quality and all that, whatever nonsense, right? Now that just does not seem to be the case, right? Since you have the AA team, I don't know if you want to call them triple or not. They don't have the budget of a AAA team, but the AA team of for Hellblade, giving you Ninja Theory, giving you this, very, very visually stunning experience over there. Okay, like when we said it looked good, they're like, oh no, it's Game Pass slop. Okay, fine, whatever. So we'll see what the sales are of this thing. We'll see how it goes, but
it's a walking simulator.
Yeah, but
look at all over there.
Look at all the reviews of it though recently that came out. They're all in the 90s and high 80s. It's just like, oh, this is a reason to get a PlayStation or play it on PlayStation now. It's just ridiculous. It's all the same people that were knocking it for being a walking simulator and not interactive and everything else. And now they're like, God, this is a showcase on my system. So
we all knew that was coming. It was all coming eventually.
Yep.
And shockingly enough, even though it's a showcase of the PS5 Pro, it runs fine on the Series S. The potato that everybody tells me was going to hold back the gen.
What?
Yeah, it seems to work fine on that. I don't know, but hey, whatever.
How can that be, Hargeet? What's up with that? I don't understand. I don't get it. I'll tell you what I do understand is that we have we have a lot of members here in the community that are hanging out with us. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you that are hanging out with us tonight. I just noticed that we have Axel from Iconic Video Games is hanging out with us. Axel, do me a favor, buddy. If you get a chance, drop the link to your YouTube channel in there. Last time I looked, he was just like 10 away on his subs. So if you're not subbed to him, if you like Xbox gaming content in general, definitely you want to subscribe to Axel. It's only he's only just 10 away from getting to 500. And that's just it's a monetized goal. So we want to try and help him out. So if you get a chance, click on over. Do that for him, please. So Axel, if you get a chance, drop that in the chat. And because you are, there you can all. Oh, God, my goodness. God damn, thanks, Alex. Gosh, we got some super chats and some other great members of the community as well. So yeah, we got there. I'll let you get to those super chats real quick, and then we'll shift positions here real quick.
All right, KY Bob, $10. Okay,
all
look,
long.
we all. What was that?
I said shift positions. That's what she said. But anyway.
Oh wow! Wow. Okay. Look, we all like to talk that crap about all the Xbox games on the PS top 10 list right now. But if PS did the same thing, there would be 6 PS games in Xbox's top 10. Gotti might even be fair then. Yeah, that's a possibility.
Absolutely true.
Exactly.
We will see. Right?
What?
It just depends on the games that we're talking about coming over, right? So if you're saying Returnal and what was that? Saros, and then
Days Gone.
Days Gone might do okay, but that's the thing. So it just depends on the games, right? If you're talking about Spider-Man, you're talking about Last of Us, then those might do well. But you can't expect every game to just, if it didn't sell there, why would it sell here? Astrobot didn't sell there, why would it sell here? You have to keep that in mind, right? So
you can't blow into the Xbox controller, so that'd be a problem.
Well, you could, but you'd probably be put in an institution.
Stop it.
What was that other,
weird.
Forspoken, right? Forspoken didn't sell. Like, don't expect that to just suddenly come here and be a top seller, right? So you just got to keep those in mind, right? So, and there's also just the, like, how many players on Xbox haven't already experienced these games,
right?
So it just depends, right? So I can see a Spider-Man just because it's an IP that's well known. It's not theirs, but whatever, it's an IP that's well known, therefore it'll sell. I don't know about every game, so maybe not. We will see. Woggerman, of course, just to keep up, gifts $10.
I couldn't be the only one not gifting subscriptions.
Well, thank you for doing it. You didn't have to, and neither one of you did, but thank you all so much for doing that. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No, of course.
Awesome. So yeah, with a membership that has its privileges, get you access to these amazing emojis that we have in the chat that you can have fun with, and to express yourself in our conversations on YouTube. So please get in and do that. Almost 300 people here watching us live now. We appreciate that. And if you're out there watching us live,
if you like this video, please hit the like button.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Dirt Griggity. Yeah, we had Dirt and Shaun on last week. It was a great episode. We definitely talked a lot of shit, didn't we, Hargeet?
Yes.
Oh, I can only imagine.
And just to add to the fun, enjoy.
Always trying to outdo us, Hargeet.
Thank you, Hargeet.
Yes,
thank you.
That is what I do.
greatly appreciated. Whatever. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hargeet's generosity knows no bounds. So I greatly appreciate that.
Everybody's getting membership.
Yeah, exactly. Check on your chair. Too funny. So from that, let's Hargeet. We have a salt shaker as an emoji, right? We do. So we have the salt shaker. There we go. Put it in there. Why would
Gamer
I say
by Choice
that?
gets 5 webtoon memberships as well, but go ahead, sorry.
Oh, Gamer by Choice, thank you so much. Thank you very much for doing that. We appreciate each and every person that gets one of those. That is so awesome. So, Colt Eastwood is one of the many people that were reporting on this. Fair Games has reportedly been canceled by PlayStation. PlayStation has canceled 13 games this generation. Xbox has canceled like 6. but even like the latest one that we're talking about, the Contraband, we never even saw any footage. So to me, did we miss out anything? I don't think so. But yeah. So what the games of this generation that I don't know. So your Hargeet, your thoughts? I mean, fair games. You really thought this, didn't you? I'm gonna let my dog out real quick while you guys talk about this. I'll be right back.
Sure.
No one's
Yeah.
here with me tonight, so be right back.
Yep. I mean, I don't know that it's coming out. I don't know that it's officially canceled either, right? This was an offhand comment that Pactor made on a podcast. I don't know if it was his or somebody else's, but so I don't know that it is in fact canceled. But would it surprise me? Would it surprise anyone? Given where they've been, it's like they have canceled games that you're like, you cancel that, really? So. PlayStation has basically undone the majority of the Jim Ryan era. So I don't know that this game survives. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But I have a high percent chance that I think it is going to be canceled if it isn't already. Looking at what they greenlit versus what they put out, they did put out several of these games that failed miserably, right? So they did Destruction All Stars, that did nothing. That Foam Stars thing, wow. Babylon's Fall, yeah, wow. They basically just like name all the games that they put out, and most of them failed. The biggest one, of course, being our fan favorite of Concord, that totally failed within 10 days.
Rest in peace.
Yes, R.I.P. Exactly. This is kind of another one that they just can't put out. I don't know what happens to Marathon. I don't know if that makes it. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. We will see. We will see what that what they decide to do there, as they totally take over Bungie now. Look, this is kind of par for the course for the decision to go all live service. There were going to be failures. That was given. Were they going to be this spectacular? Well, they have one game that worked. That was the sequel to a game that did already work, which was Helldivers. That worked really well. And they continue to put out, according to them, they think that MLB The Show is a live service game. I will give them credit for it. It is a continuously running game. Comes out every year. Fine. Keeps coming out. Keeps doing what it needs to do. And then I think they think Gran Turismo is also GT7. I think is also live service. I believe they believe that's the case. So fair enough. I'll just give them credit. Fine, whatever. Right. So that is what they have. Those have worked. Destiny's kind of meh. It's kind of there. It is still doing reasonable numbers. Is it at the level it was before? No, but it's also not dead. I don't want to say it's dead. It's there. It's doing something. Is it enough to warrant the $4 billion? I have no idea. That's a judgment for Sony, corporate to figure out. But that's kind of where they are. Marathon so far not looking good. When the financial guy of Sony, not PlayStation, comes out and says, "Yes, we are learning how to do better with fair games and Marathon. We think there might be failures there." I'm like, oh my god, dude, you're already warning your shareholders that they're expected to fail.
Timing everybody for the failure.
You might as well just get used to the fact that they've already calculated those are the losses. So that's how it is. We'll see how that goes. Is it going to surprise me if Fair Games is canceled? No. The bigger narrative, of course, is PlayStation's been doing pretty poorly, and their management has sucked so bad that they've been canning their freaking heads, right? Shaun Layden to Jim Ryan to now Nishino. Well, it was Nishino and Herman. Herman now moved off of that. It's now Nishino only. I don't know what the hell's going on over there in the middle of that. Hiroki took over for a while. I'm not sure. I don't know where the heck they are. But in the same time frame, everybody says fire Phil Spencer. Yet Phil Spencer has survived longer than the Nintendo heads or the PlayStation heads. And what is the issue here? He's profitable. Satya's happy with him. What is going on? What's the issue? Right? He's grown that business to a $22 billion revenue. Granted, he had Daddy Microsoft to bring in $80 billion. Fair enough. However, that's the advantage they have, right? And so they leverage their advantage, and they're making money, and they're doing what they need to do. They've canceled fewer games when they went out and put out so many feelers and new game things, right? They put out a bunch of stuff and they bought a bunch of studios. And they put out they've canceled fewer games than PlayStation. PlayStation's roadmap looks rather sparing. Let's say it's just not much there. I don't like it's looking pretty spooky. I don't know, like, but you look at the other side and you're like, okay, I know Nintendo is going to come with games. I know Xbox is just like continuously churning out games. So where's Sony in this? Okay, let's go block another couple of games from other platforms. I need to go get some third-party lockdowns. Okay, that's basically their answer to things. That's it. That's all they've got. That's all they've got. And like, so, okay, their own games are kind of meh. So I'm hoping there's a turnaround. They do something with their studios. Look, we don't want the studios to fail because the studios do make good games. I hope the studios are not like gutted by trying to go down this path of making these live service games, because that's the usual thing that happens. So I hope that isn't the case. We've had lots of layoffs in those studios. Let's just be honest, right? We've had lots of layoffs in those PlayStation studios. But the amount of scrutiny they get versus Xbox is just night and day different. And like, well, which one's thriving? Like when PlayStation, when Sony themselves Sony comes out and says, we expect $3 billion less revenue next year in the PlayStation division. Should I be expecting that's a good thing or a bad thing? Generally speaking, when I look at finances, if I see a massive decline, that generally says you're not in good position. That means you're doing something wrong because you're now declining. And that's like a 10% loss, right? So that's not insignificant. That's a huge down. That's them saying that, not me saying that. Go look at their own financials. That's what they say. So okay, well, if you're expecting that, so what should I expect out of this? Is your business healthy? Doesn't sound like it to me. Well, gee, and suddenly Helldivers is showing up on Xbox. Whole slate coming. Like, I don't like what do you expect to have happen? This is what they're looking at, right? So, yeah, it's sad, but I wish the industry in the media level would be a bit more, I guess, analytical and look at that. Like Sony is not doing so great, and perhaps they need to be given a little bit more smoke than they usually get. But look, some people are. Obviously, Pactor has been kind of clear about this, that they're way behind, and like the Game Pass versus their PlayStation Plus is just the night and day, and they really need to change the thing if they're going to get anywhere. But hey, that's them. But yeah, it's kind of my general thoughts. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. They cancel a lot. A lot of studios shut down. More studios than Xbox have been shut down by PlayStation. And yet the amount of smoke they get somehow is just totally non-existent. And you're like, why? Like, should they not get what they do bad things? Like, what do you mean? So whatever, it is what it is. All the while, this guy took his money and ran.
Very quickly.
Well, just so we there is some clarification to the Fair Game story. Destin Ligari did speak to Michael Pactor, and he did go back on his comments and said he just thought it was canceled because Jade Raymond had left the company. So it turns out there's no official word about that being canceled at all.
Yeah.
But to tag on to Hargeet's comments, I think with all the cancellations, especially in Xbox, where these are games that have been in the mindset, have been announced, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I think the bigger picture story here is that I don't think we're going to be getting announcements of new games from Microsoft or Sony or anybody probably 6 months to a year out when they're sure that it's going to be released. I think we're going to be at the point now where we're not going to see those games like, there's going to be a new, Fable 2 comes out, and they're going to announce it right after Fable's released. They're not going to do that. They're going to wait till it's 6 months to a year away, just like they did with Ninja Gaiden 4, or just like they did with Keeper. It's going to come out the same year that they announce it. I think it's safer for them. I think it helps control the narrative, and it makes it so that they're not constantly being berated by everybody. Hey, you're canceling this game. What about this game? The conversation has always been with Xbox. Well, we haven't heard from this in a year, 2 years. What's going on with Perfect Dark, and what's going on with State of Decay 3 and all that stuff. Those are conversations they don't really want to have. They want to be able to say, hey, here's State of Decay 3. It's coming out later this year. and have a marketing beat that's gonna go through the whole year. And I think that's where we're gonna actually see stuff happen. But yeah, absolutely. I don't believe Fair Games is actually going to ever make it out. I don't think. I think it will be canceled at some point, unless, and this is a big caveat, unless they launch day and date on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch 2, and make it a bigger launch than anybody ever expected it to be. I think the only way you make those games survive or allow those games to survive is to put it on the biggest amount of release it to the biggest crowd, biggest audience that you possibly can. If it's only on an Xbox, on PlayStation, it's not going to work. If it's only on PlayStation and PC, it probably won't work. It's hard to get people away from Call of Duty, Battlefield now, Apex, Fortnite, all those black hole games. It's impossible. You have to have something really, really, really good.
Right.
I don't think that game it's going to go the same way Concord unless you bring it to everybody. And hey, if it goes on Switch 2, I mean, there's a bunch of people on there that probably have never played one of those games. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Scrubners.
Well, yeah, the way this set up, what is Fair Games? It is a multiplayer heist game. What was Contraband? A multiplayer heist game. And that just got canceled. A lot of these games, a lot of these multiplayer games that have been coming out, they're still trying to chase the money that was made during COVID. Everybody's at home. Look at how many players we have. Everybody's buying video games. Everybody's buying consoles. So let's make a multiplayer game like this. Let's make a multiplayer like this. Let's make a battle royale. Everything went battle royale. Everything went multiplayer. And we need games as a service. Well, how long does it usually take a lot of games to be made? Depending on the staff and how well they put out the game, you're looking at around 5 years now. Is a lot of dev time for games. So that puts us around this time, 2025. And if you are still trying to pump out games as a service game, this is the problem you're going to have. There's not that many people that are still playing those types of games, or they're back to work and they hadn't turned on their console and forever and a day. So now you're putting out all these games that there's no player base for. Or if you thought somebody might be interested, they're not on the consoles anymore. You're only going to get a few games like a Fortnite, something that Epic has out, or Call of Duty, or a Battlefield, PUBG, whatever, Apex. And even some of those games, their player base is waning now. So a lot of these games are just going to these games or services are either going to flop when they come out, or they're going to cancel. I know we all say all it takes is one. Yes, that is true. That is all it takes is one. But look at Splitgate and Splitgate 2. They had one. They got enough money to put out a second one. Everybody says, "Ooh, wow, Splitgate's cool." After a month or less than a month, player base has just plummeted. A lot of people want to do and play with the new shiny thing. Same thing. God, now I can't even think of the Ubisoft game that I used to play all the time that they said was going to be a Call of Duty killer, X Defiant.
Yeah.
For what it was a great game, but it had problems. You didn't have a good player base, and it had horrible hit detection. And once folks got tired of that, they just stopped playing the game. There's another one in the trash. You have to hit everything, all your P's and Q's, and come out the gate steamrolling. If you don't, when you come out with these games as a service, they're just going to die, and they're going to die quick, fast, in a hurry. And everybody's going to go back to what they were, just like it was said earlier. So if you told me, put money down on if this game is going to come out or not, I would put money on that it's not going to make it. I really would. I just don't see where the fan. And then especially if you're going to say this is lockdown exclusive. If this is exclusive, this game is definitely not going to make it. It's gonna be like Concord. If it does come out, it might be a little bit longer, but it's not going to make the money. And right now, all these different companies have put and bet all this money and said, hey, they made all these projections. Hey, when this game comes out, we're going to make this amount of money, quarter over quarter, year over year. These are projections. And you see with Concord, the second they saw that it wasn't going to hit none of the numbers that they were looking at, they just shut it down and cut their losses. And that's the main thing. Everybody's looking for money, profit shares, and all that stuff. When everything in the gaming industry is about how can I monetize off of this, it's easy that a lot of games are going to fail and they're going to be taken off quick. So I don't see this. Like, we were watching this. What do you know about fair games? Nothing. You just know that they're running in the room. They're trying to hide. You don't know anything from it. 3v3. That's it. Everybody's going for the same vault and all this stuff. What's the game with all the destruction and on these buildings, and you grab the money and then you go bank it at an ATM. I forget names of games. The second I want to call it. What'd you say?
I can't remember.
Okay, it's one of these games. Is
Payday? No.
Not Payday. It just came out last year. The finals, yeah. The finals.
Okay, yep.
Yeah,
thanks,
nobody
chat.
plays the finals anymore. Thank you, chat. Nobody plays it anymore. It had a good concept. You got destruction, all this stuff, and then it's gone. I mean, it's still around, but nobody plays it. So I don't have faith in a lot of these games. If you're not already an established name or established game, it is hard to break through. And so we'll see. But I bet that it won't make it.
There you go. Guys, thank you all so much for giving the insight on that, and thank you to the chat for joining us tonight. It's awesome sauce. We're not quite done yet. I think we do have did we get a super chat in here, Hargeet? I thought we had or more.
Yep. Hang on. We had Bunty had renewed membership for 21 months.
Bunty.
I think I already got this one right. The Gamer by Choice one I already had.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. Appreciate that. Well, let's turn things around to the to one of the big topics tonight, and that is going to be this lovely little game that had a beta test. Scrub Nurse, we are going to go to you first, if you don't mind, because
sure.
I mean, we're definitely going to get Alex Woggerman's input on this as well. He played it as well. I didn't get a chance to, unfortunately, but I watched a lot of footage of people playing, including I got to watch Epic Treasure, and she's really good. It was, and I love it because her streams, she's really salty and cusses up like a sailor. It's too funny, too funny. So yeah, let's play a little bit of footage and your thoughts on Battlefield 6 and the beta, and also your thoughts on, do you think Call of Duty should be worried?
Okay. First of all, I'll just say with Call of Duty whether it should be worried. I don't think so. And here's the thing with Call of Duty. The game that they're going to put out this fall is pretty much what it is. So even if Battlefield becomes this juggernaut and everybody's playing, Call of Duty is going to have to wait a whole nother year to fight that back, because both of the games are coming out around the same exact time. So it'll be too late for Call of Duty to have a response now. But it'll be interesting to see what'll come out on the 19th. As far as the beta, I think this is the best beta that Battlefield has ever had. 2042 was horrible. Had so many glitches pop in. The actual playing field would load in piece by piece as you were playing the game. It was just hideous, and everybody was just hoping that when the real game came out, it would be much better, and it was not. It was horrible, and it took a long time for them to get better with the game. So I'm glad 2042 got better. I mean, I played the $100 version because I love wasting money, I guess. And I just left it alone because it got on my nerves the way it was, because I was really excited for it. Everybody's always wondering, is the next Battlefield going to be the one where they get back to form, like let's say Battlefield 3 or 4, something that nature. As far as the beta, I think the beta was very fun. If you haven't played the beta, it still lasts until Monday 4 a.m. Eastern. So you do not have to pre-order to do the beta. You just got to go online and download the beta, and then you can jump right into it. There's no pre-orders. You don't have to buy this certain weapon skin, and then you can just jump right in. And I think that was big. That was big enough to test the servers out. And folks, when you don't tie it to a pre-order, you'll get more people who will just say, oh, it's free, let me just try it out. And you might gain some new lovers of your game when you do it that way. I hate excuse me, I hate when you have betas or alphas and you got to pre-order this, you got to do this, you got to go to our webpage and download you know your DNA and your mother's last name, and then you can get into play. The gameplay was smooth. The sound was fantastic, and which you're normally going to get with a Battlefield game. The sound, the hit detection, the way it is played is also all great. For some reason, this second week we were having problems with hit detection. I don't know what they did to change the net code, but it was kind of like a thing with X-Defiant. X-Defiant really fell apart because the net code was horrible and there was really bad hit detection. Shotguns, different guns. I've had a shotgun standing 5 meters away from somebody and shot 4 or 5 times, and it didn't hit the person at all. And I got the dot sitting right on them. Nobody falls down. But then a couple of minutes later, you take out a whole team with them. So hopefully they'll get that fixed. I know with the different game modes that they had, you can see they are trying to siphon off players from Call of Duty. Before, when you had stuff like Domination, King of the Hill, all this other stuff, it was set separate apart from the game, where people who could create game modes, and then people would go play in there. But for them to have dedicated game modes like Domination, you have your 4-squad team deathmatch, which is also fun as well. For folks who play nothing but Call of Duty, those are the type of games that they're going to adhere to. I hear a lot of people say, man, you can't go play Battlefield like it's Call of Duty and you can just run around. If you're good enough, yes, you can. You just got to learn the maps and you got to learn how to flank and do whatever. But for them to have the terrain blows up, and the levolution, however you want to say it, I think it's awesome. I had a lot of fun. There's 2 modes that I can't stand, but I'm just going to chalk that up to me being Call of Duty player, and it doesn't fit my tactics, and that's Breakthrough and Rust. Basically, you are protecting a squad, and you just have people just running at you, and they usually overtake you very quickly, and then you got to retreat until you get to your last retreat point. And it seems like you're just getting slaughtered, all these people running at you, and then you win the game at the end because you're defending. It's more fun to do the attacking, but that's just me in general. The different vehicles, they feel awesome. A lot of people having fun. So if you really want to play the game, it's definitely worth it. The visual fidelity on the game is awesome. I would love to see when the game comes out how people play the game, because you can tell that half of the people aren't playing the objective, half of the people are not playing as teammates. Nobody revives anybody hardly anymore, and everybody's just running and worried about what their KD ratio is, and that's not Battlefield. Battlefield is play the objective and then win. But will Battlefield overtake Call of Duty? No. And I'm not one of those people who say Call of Duty is too big to fail, all that stuff. It can fail if it has year over year just problems and they fall apart. but that would have to be successive years where everybody gets tired of it. Battlefield has a chance to be very competitive in the first-person shooter genre like it used to be, and they just can't muck up the rollout for the game. So I got my fingers crossed on it, but it is fun. It is a game that I'm I will get the whatever highest version it is.
Nice.
I will play that game, but I'm not leaving Call of Duty. I'm still gonna play Call of Duty. And if you look on my screen as far as how many hours I put one versus other, I don't see any way that I will have more hours in Battlefield than Call of Duty, because they are two different games. They're definitely two different games, and you have different playing styles with either one. But I think when the game comes out, I think they're going to have like 44 different weapons, which is way more than Call of Duty. It's more realistic because everybody's tired of seeing stuff like Beavis and Butthead and Family Guy and American Dad or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's because we're old. For people who complain about it, it's generally because you're old. The younger people, that's what they're used to, that Fortnite, and they're buying the packs, and you don't hear the young people. The only people that are complaining about these cartoon characters are old people. And who is old? I'm going to say
I'm
30
old.
plus. Yeah. 30 is not old, but in the gaming situation, especially with first person shooters, you're old. Welcome to the club. And you're only like that because this, I want my shooters to be realistic like it used to be. Well, that's gone away with Fortnite and a lot of different shooters, but it's good. If you're on the fence about this game, you have less than 12 hours to go and try it out, but it's worth a try. I love it. And I wish more games would come out this polished as far as betas before the real thing comes out. I do not have any worries that the game will be bad when it launches versus Battlefield 2042.
There you go. There you go. And if you're worried about some characters.
Oh, yeah? Well, screw you guys. I'm going home.
There you go. There you go.
That's right.
There, a couple quick things. But if you're wondering what we're watching right now, we actually I pulled up. This is Lemon 108 Dragons playing live right now. So he is. He's actually we're watching his gameplay.
I'll be on later on tonight. Yeah.
There you go. If you stick around, we're gonna send you over to Lemon playing live here in a little bit. So stick around for that. We'll automatically send you over to Lemon playing live if you're still playing by the time we end the show. So yeah. So Hargee, there's a couple of real quick. I went before we get to Alex. Comment right there on the screen, and then a super chat, and then another comment I wanted you to read as well.
All right, Danny Passion Official, WebDave here. Live testimonials. I've played over 700 on COD since Modern Warfare 2019, and I am not buying COD this year. Well, I mean, it's in Game Pass. You don't have to buy it. Anyway, many people are doing the same.
It's true. That's true. And go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Danny Passion Official, $2. Hey, younger don't buy game. They play free to play. Yes, yeah, in general, but I don't think that we're all not doing that as well. There's quite a few people playing Fortnite that aren't exactly 10, 20, 30-year-olds. Yeah, so.
Exactly.
Lemon said he has over $900 wasted. Well, I ain't gonna say he won't call it wasted on just characters in Fortnite. I wouldn't understand that. A lot of people doing that.
There you go. Can you read that one for us, Hargee?
Ace Ventura's monkey. Nice. First time seeing Scrub and Wog. They be dropping science. Nice.
Dropping science.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. I just want to make sure you guys saw that. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the nice comments there, fellas. That's awesome. Great members of the community. Awesome. I know Paris had said something about picking on us later, but unfortunately he's flying today, so he's not going to be able to join us today. But maybe we'll get some comments from him next week. I'm sure he'll go on a rant about a few things. So stick around next week for that. As like I said, we got Kay Asante is going to be joining us next week as well, and then we did get another super chat. Hargee, he's right. Can you see it? Let me pull it up.
Yeah. I don't know. I got it. Yeah. Hargee, Game Pass isn't free. Yeah, but you already have it.
It's true.
At least for this month, it's already paid.
Thank you,
for,
Danny.
so, yeah.
Exactly.
And might I add, Battlefield is also coming to Game Pass just a little later.
Well, there you go. Boom shakalaka. There you go. Because it is EA game, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There. And that's all.
You'll probably get 10 hours. Try it out for 10 hours with EA Play if you have Game Pass.
You'll get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you'll get that as well. Yep.
Yeah, I like this comment before we get to Alex.
That is a good one. Paris is flying over Paris as we speak.
Could be. Alex Woggerman, please let us know your thoughts on this game and also about the. Is Call of Duty have anything to worry about? What do you think?
Yeah, I like this game. I played it probably for about 4 or 5 hours in the beta. I was kind of hoping there was a little more destruction. I know that coming off of Donkey Kong Bonanza, I was hoping for like a Battlefield Bonanza. That would have been really cool. But one thing I really liked about Battlefield, and I really didn't play 2042. The last Battlefield that I really loved was Battlefield 1. I played with a lot of people, and it was a tactical shooter. I played co-op. We all were on the same team and really loved that dynamic. For me, Call of Duty is more player versus player, and I love the campaigns. I play the campaigns all the time. But I really feel like it's a different gamer, and I don't want a lot of the Call of Duty people to come over to Battlefield and kind of make it just a PvP.
Too late.
You know what I mean? I don't want to see all that. I really want to keep Battlefield at its core, a tactical shooter. And I think that's really what it needs to be. And that's when it's best. And I feel like I agree with you, Scrub, that we're seeing nobody reviving people. Nobody really. I get 1 or 2 people on my team that maybe are trying to actually achieve the goal. And
right.
It's just that part of it is not working for me right now. Now, let's hope, and I usually see this with these kinds of games, everybody rushes to play it the first few weekends, and they get their fill of it, and then the true people, the true gamers, come in and start filling in all those holes, and you start getting matched with better people after a certain amount of time after the game's released. So I know that's where I'll be, but I don't think all these people out there saying Call of Duty's is in trouble and everything like that. We haven't seen Call of Duty.
Exactly.
we saw a CG trailer. We didn't see anything else. Nobody knows what we're really going to expect with it. So why am I going to say, oh my God, this is not going to work? I don't believe it's the same gamer. I believe it's 2 different gamers that are going to play. And B, I think everybody already kind of has an idea what's going to be in Black Ops 7. But again, the Gamescom is going to really kind of dictate the tone and where that goes. If they have a great showing during Gamescom, which I think they will, and I know that there's going to be a lot of talk about what's going to be better, what's not. And kudos to EA and DICE and Vince Zampella, because the beta is running really well. And when you put a beta out on something that's as wanted in the gaming community as a new Battlefield game, because of the last version, which was so subpar, they nailed it. They hit it out of the park. Everybody really enjoys it. But, again, the Call of Duty gamer is not going to just walk away from that. They might try it out. They might see if they like it. But once they find out that it's more of a tactical shooter, I don't think they're going to stick around there. I think the gamers, they might lose a little bit. But reality, Modern Warfare 2019, I think I just saw a chart on Twitter. Somebody brought it up. Sold 41 million copies. That's just ridiculous. That's more than, and it was compared to entire franchises of games. And it was one of the top games. One game beat total franchises. So, what did they lose? 2 million people? And I think if we look at the financials, they were also saying that Black Ops 6 was, in terms of engagement, one of the highest ever of Call of Duty, and they're selling better than ever. And yeah, we're in a new world. Engagement is king, and I think when it's all said and done, I think you're going to have your Call of Duty gamers sticking with Call of Duty. You're going to have Battlefield people who've been really itching for a tactical shooter and an objective based shooter and a team based shooter kind of go there. And I think there's room for both of them. At the end of the day, there's room for both of them, and I'll find myself probably playing both of them with different people.
There won't be wall running in Black Ops 7. They already said that there won't be wall running. So the movement that you have in Black Ops 6, it'll be the same movement. And they said they did some tweaks to it. So anybody worried about wall running and jetpacks, they claim it won't be in there.
There you go.
And that comes from the developers.
Nice. So there you go. I do want to say that. Oh shit! Well, we're gonna super chat. I'll let you.
Danny Passion Official, $5. Well, gamers need great games, and great games will have players. Game Pass doesn't make make a game better. COD hype is low this year. We defend it because Xbox. It hasn't really been showcased.
Yes,
true.
It hasn't been showcased yet, so I don't think there's any buzz for it because I don't even know what the game is. What we saw was an Inception trailer.
Yep.
Well,
what the heck does that have to do with Call of Duty?
And here's the thing. What was get shown for opening night live will not be multiplayer. It's always a teaser with story trailer. The multiplayer, they have their whole separate event, just like Battlefield 6. They'll have all your favorite Call of Duty streamers, and they'll be playing a game, and that's how you'll do the multiplayer reveal. Every year, if you're really into Call of Duty, it's called the Call of Duty cycle. Before the game comes out, everybody's all hyped. This could be the biggest, best Call of Duty ever. I can't wait. I got my hands on it, y'all. This is the best Call of Duty ever. About 2-3 months after the game come out, I don't know. I'm getting kind of bored, y'all. I'm really looking for another game to play. About 3 months before the next Call of Duty is the worst game ever. I can't stand this one. Activision needs to do these top 10 things for the next Call of Duty, or I'm no longer playing COD. The only reason why everybody's talking about Battlefield 6 is because it's a different game for COD, and people have started doing a lot of engagement with it. So what everybody's going to start doing, they're going to start talking about Battlefield 6 so they can get the clicks. So until we see and play, that's just like if somebody came out with a new football game. Madden will still be king. Even if the other game is great, people will play it, but until you get folks to stop playing Madden, it's still going to be the top one. The Call of Duty is going to be the same thing. So I would just listen to your favorite people that play the same games you do instead of the people who are monetized for the games. Like EA paid for everybody to come out for their multiplayer reveal, and then they sponsor videos of people doing their aftermath breakdown of the multiplayer reveal. So a lot of people are paid to say the game is good. The beta is good, though. That's the difference. But just play it for yourself. That's the best way to find out. And COD's not going anywhere anytime soon. But I'm happy for Battlefield.
Yeah, there you go. Hargeet, you got any thoughts on this? Did you play it?
I did not get a chance to play because I've been playing Persona. I mean, I downloaded it. I probably should just give it a chance for a little bit. But here's the thing. I am not hyped for Battlefield because they have screwed up this franchise so long that I'm like, okay, cool. You did something good. I've heard that story before. I'll wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
And then I'll decide whether I want to engage now or whether I want to engage when it comes to Game Pass. And ultimately for me, I'm not the multiplayer dude. I'm really just the single player campaign guy. So Battlefield 2042 didn't even have one. If I recall, it didn't even have a single player campaign.
It did not.
So they could screw off there. And then what do they expect me to do here? So first off, Call of Duty, again, same thing. I do not play the multiplayer. I only play the single player campaign. So I'm just looking for that. Now, to me, both of these games are coming to Game Pass. One, day and date. The other, not so much. But, so what do I care? To me, it's just one and the same. But Alex pointed out all the obvious stuff. Scrub Nurse, you pointed out the rest, which is essentially everybody has hype for a while. Then they get all pissed off. And Call of Duty is still going to come out and sell its millions of copies, tens of millions of copies, whatever. I know people whose only game is this. It does not matter. They will play Call of Duty. Everything else can go to hell. It doesn't matter, right? So it's nice that people are enthusiastic about the other game. That's awesome. But I've heard this narrative over and over again. And then, this will be the Call of Duty killer, and that will be the Call of Duty killer. And then guess what happens? In the end, Call of Duty still wins, and it still keeps selling, and it still keeps getting engagement. It's just the way it is, and that's fine. Somebody can topple it. Just do it first. Don't tell me it's going to happen. Do it first. Then show me when that actually happens, right? Because I've heard this over and over and over again, but I have not seen it happen. So when it happens, when somebody actually kills Call of Duty, then you can talk to me. But until then, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's nice. And I'd put out a graph before as my background. I don't know if I did that on this one or not, but and we'd have to switch to like the square mode. But these are the sales numbers of a Battlefield versus a Call of Duty. Which number is bigger? It is not Battlefield. It's Call of Duty. It keeps winning. Okay, so whatever. All right, bring it and let me see those numbers where it's suddenly that blue bar is big. Let's see it. Until that happens, I'm gonna believe that Call of Duty is gonna be fine. Show me the actual facts when it actually goes away. I just don't believe it. Yeah. So I hear the hype. I hear it every single time. Oh, this is the game that's gonna do it. This is the Fortnite's going to do it. Apex is going to do it. What was the other? X-Defiant? Oh, that's going to be the COD killer? Sure. But COD's still here. COD's still here, making its billions and billions and billions of dollars. Yeah, okay. Fine. Whatever. I'm happy that Battlefield's good because I like Bad Company way back there. I like those games. They had some good ones in Battlefield 1. I think it was, anyway, there was a couple of them that were really good. But then they just totally went like crazy and like, what the heck is going on here? What did you do? So I don't know. It's they have to prove to me that they're back with the single player campaign. This is all multiplayer stuff. Cool. Not relevant to me because I'm not going to play it. So great for those who love to play multiplayer though, and that is a majority of it. I get that. Fair enough. But again, until somebody actually kills COD, I don't believe you're going to kill COD. So go ahead and try to kill COD. Actually do it, and then come and talk to me.
Yeah, agreed. For sure. The thing too, and I'll go around to everybody real quick just to get a quick answer on this. I mean, as obviously these games are coming out, probably September or so. I'm assuming sometime probably in September, October, both of these games will be out and playable. But I mean, there's also going to be, are any of you guys going to be playing like the Helldivers 2? I mean, that's a multiplayer. Yes. So
I'm getting Helldivers as well.
Yeah, okay. I pre-ordered it.
Okay. Hargeet, you gonna be playing that?
We got a squad right here. What are you doing?
Right. We have a squad right here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll probably give that a chance because it is more PvE, right? Not PvP. Yep. So I will give that a chance. There's also Gears, right? That's coming out, and I don't know if that's gonna have great multiplayer or whatever, but we'll see, right? It still has
we got a squad for that too, right?
Yeah, right. So I'm just saying.
Yep. Exactly. Agreed. Do you mind reading?
That's way more sweaty than Call of Duty lobbies. I'll tell you that right
now. Yeah. Danny, Passion Official. Comment.
Yeah, I think they are missing what I said first. I played over 150 hours every year, and I'm not saying COD is dead. I'm not hyped for COD way before Battlefield 6 beta. And that's fair. Just like I think Scrub Nose, you pointed out, is that hype cycle, right? Like people go through this hype cycle every year, and it's because it's an annual game, and eventually you get bored of it, and you're like looking for that new stuff, and like you're like, oh, this is the worst thing. They have to fix all these things, but then the game comes out, and you're like, I want to play it now, and then you go buy it and play it.
And I didn't miss what you said. I definitely understand. In each game, as a wear out, there are actually 2 Call of Duty games that I never played multiplayer, if y'all can believe that. And that was in Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, because I saw jetpacks and all this flying around. I said, no, I'm not interested. And so I can understand where you're coming from. So everybody is, everybody has their own position. Some people are
Sure.
strong enough to say, "Oh, if I don't like this, I'm not going to ever buy it." So I totally understand where you're from. I was just more talking in general, not directed at exactly what your statement was. But yes, there are tons of players that said they will not play it. They're tired of Call of Duty, but those same tons of players will not equal as far as putting a dent on losing money for Activision and Microsoft.
Yeah, for sure. And also a good point too, that I guess Call of Duty, the new one that's coming out, as far as we know, is still going to be the last gen as well.
Yes.
And whereas Battlefield is only next
Current
gen.
gen only.
Current
Gen, I should say.
Yeah,
Current gen, next gen only. So that's, and that, will that make a difference? I don't know. We did get another.
I mean, we're almost to the point of having a next gen, right? That's
true.
Can I just say
go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
I think, it's funny that everybody keeps bringing up, they number the gens, which really drives me nuts because we still are in the Xbox One, PS4 generation. As much as anybody thinks otherwise, I really consider these current gen consoles really pro consoles. It's there's so much cross. I mean, there's a few games that are PS5 and Xbox Series X and S only, but the reality is the games that these companies, Microsoft and Sony, are making money off of, which I think Sony said 53% was coming off of microtransactions and digital revenue from Fortnite and GTA Online and all these other things. A majority of them are still playing on the PS4 and they're still playing on the Xbox One. I know a lot of people who are still playing Fortnite on Xbox One and they're not going to upgrade. Now, I know a lot of these companies now are starting to end of life for some of the free-to-play games on the older systems, but we're still kind of in that zone. And it's just really funny to me that, there's a theory going on right now, and I want to pose this to you guys, and I don't know what you think about this, but there's a theory going on that Game Pass might see a much bigger uptake this year because of Battlefield 6, and the reason is they feel like people are going to go out and spend the full $70, $80, $100, whatever it is for Battlefield 6, and then subscribe to Game Pass for the Call of Duty, which would bring the sales down of Call of Duty and the sales up on Battlefield 6. Right? Because but they're subscribing to Game Pass to get that. Because they'll pay the $20 for the month. Get Call of Duty.
That was like that. It was like that a little bit last year, but the sales numbers did not hurt as much as people thought it would.
Right.
Only because it's on PlayStation, it's on Battle.net, it's on Steam, it's on
But are these gamers going to be able to afford both? And are they going to say to themselves, well, $20 I can play this, about Call of Duty Black Ops 7, but I'll spend the full $70 for Battlefield 6.
Correct. But then again, you got to think too that in like 6 months after it comes out, then it'll probably be on EA Plays, which is included with Game Pass. Too, So eventually you be paying the $20 and getting your choice between games. Yeah. If you get tired of one, you can jump on the other.
Yeah.
Who knows? And maybe by that time, Helldivers 2 will be on Game Pass. Oh, I was a little salty. Oh, sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. It's a joke, right, Hargeet?
Yeah. And for those on PC, you remember that EA Play Pro does exist, and so you can get both subscriptions and get both games. Just saying, you don't have to spend the full amount. But hey, whatever. I wish they would bring EA Play Pro to console as well. I don't know why they haven't done that, but that'd be nice.
Yeah, I think was there another super chat? I think.
Well, I think there was. Hang on. I
yes,
think
there was
this one. We were on to this one, right?
Yep.
Simple Jack, $10. EA is in a tough spot. They have COD players asking for changes to make it more COD-like, and you have BF players asking to make it more BF-like. That's right. Either way, they are going to push some players away. Yeah, and they just have to balance it with what they think is the right thing. They're whatever. And so far, it's working. People are happy with it, but we'll see.
But they screwed up well.
Sorry, go ahead.
They split it up well with the game modes, where if you're like you want to play Battlefield but you want it more COD like, you have those different modes like the team death matches and the domination. And then if you want a hardcore Battlefield, you can go play your breakthrough and conquest and all those different things. So they have it split it up. I think this is the best way they can kind of make a little bit of everybody happy.
Did they do anything where they can speed it up and slow it down? Right, because like I think they added that in Halo, where you can speed things up and slow them down. Because a lot of people who play Destiny found that Halo was very slow. Halo Infinite, right? The movement is very slow in comparison to Destiny. And then they added a toggle where you can say, hey, you can speed it up by time and a half or something like that, right? So the movement is faster. And I think COD still moves differently than BF, right? So I don't know if they have any of those.
Battlefield, because they have tax sprint as well.
Yeah. So I don't know if they've played with that, and maybe they'll bring that over or whatever. But anyway, Danny Passion again, $5. BF6 being great is the best thing that can happen to COD. Absolutely. You want competition. Correct. Absolutely. As a hardcore fan of COD, the game stopped innovating since 2019. Competitions are absolutely 100%. Right, competition absolutely is the best thing. BF6 is my first pre-order since Starfield. Mac, $2. Yeah, there you go. Right. If it's bringing people in, that's awesome. That's what they need, right? Engagement, it's working. That's awesome. And I do agree. Competition is freaking great. It's absolutely the thing you need to create innovation.
Exactly. And welcome out Joey from We Bleed Green. He just says, I'm late. Sorry, Joey. You're late or not. We appreciate you being here, buddy. A great member of the community as well. We Bleed Green, an amazing podcast. So it's awesome, man. Let's see, short clip uploaded. Daniel, let's see if I can find that. If you want to send it to me on X, I might be able to play it here in a minute. And we'll try and get that on here in just a minute. But we're gonna kind of step ahead here a little bit because we're starting to wrap things up. I don't want to go too long tonight. I don't want to get these guys appreciate their time, and I don't want to abuse it, as it were. So let's add this to the stage, and all right. So this week is Gamescom, and it's the opening thing live. We'll talk about that as well. Let's see, Jeff Keighley posted on his Game Awards X channel. Opening night will be live from Cologne, Germany. World premieres, so they'll have some world premieres there as well. And new game announcements will also be had on the 19th. Plus, there'll be a Fallout Season 2 news. Exciting to follow. I love Fallout the TV series. I think it's great. Also, a musical performance from, I guess, the orchestra that did Claire Obscure. Expedition 33. So that's also going to be there as one of the performances. So Gamescom opening night, we'll have Call of Duty Black Ops 7 reveal, more Resident Evil 9, Fallout, Ghost of Yote, whatever it is. Sorry, that game, that one game coming out from PlayStation. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Saltiness, fun. Anyway, Ninja Gaiden 4, Silent Hill F. I'm excited for that too. So that's all going to be Tuesday, the 19th, live. Let's see, it's 2 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States. So yeah, for me it'll be 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'll be working, but I'll take my lunch at that time. Yes. Anyway, so of course I'll watch the replay later and maybe have a little broadcast later on the night if some good stuff talks about it. Hargee, let's. I'm gonna pull this up here. I gotta pull it up, but I'm gonna make it a little bigger. If you don't mind, read some of the stuff that's on there, and then we can kind of talk about it amongst everybody.
Yeah, so on Wednesday, starting at about 9 a.m. Eastern U.S. time, but 3 p.m. Central European time for where they actually are. So the standard European time. They're going to be starting. Apparently, I don't know if they're going to start with this, but they started in the list, ROG. So hopefully we get to find out all about what's going on there. So we're going to have the ROG Xbox Ally. Hopefully that gives us the pre-order time frame and the global pricing for different regions, including the US. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. There's some updates going on there. I don't know if this is official or leaked or whatever, but something to do with, was it a Jurassic something? I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on there. Dying Light the Beast, you get to see about that. Keeper, which we got to see a trailer of at the June showcase. So we're going to get to see a bit more about that from Double Fine. World of Warcraft Midnight, their next thing, and then COD. And like Scrubbers was saying, we're not going to see like the whole thing. There's going to be some parts of it there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of a deep dive later. But yeah, there'll be some stuff there. Grounded 2. Which just went into preview and is doing very well, but has a long ways to go. Hotel Barcelona, which I don't even know what that one was. I can't remember what that one is, but that's happening. Invincibles VS, which was the fighter game that was announced at June Showcase. Chronos New Dawn, another one that was announced. Final Fantasy 7 Remake is coming finally, so we get to see that. Outbound, Power Wash Simulator 2, Star Sand Island, and Indie's new DLC, The Order of Giants.
That's on the first day.
Yeah, that's the first day. And then the second day, we get to see about Ninja Gaiden 4 at Fate's End, Onimusha, which looks really cool. Age of Empires 4. Is this DLC? Is that what that is? I can't remember if this DLC or if it's coming with something else, but I think that's what that is. But Overwatch 2, High on Life 2, which was announced, that looks pretty good. Outer Worlds 2, of course. Jurassic World Evolution 3. An update on Fragpunk, because that's is that a preview or is that out? It's out now. I'm pretty sure you can play it. It's in preview, right? Okay.
Not sure if it's out yet.
So yeah, so there's more info on that. Mistfall Hunter, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, which was announced on the PlayStation side, if I remember right. Was that announced on Play? I think it was announced on PlayStation. It was that on Nintendo, but it was PlayStation.
Well, State of Play, I think they announced it.
Yeah. And so there's gonna be more information about that. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. I don't know if I'm saying that right. My Hero Academia. Silent Hill F, that's also going to be there. Lego Voyagers, and then Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is imminent, right? That's coming up. I don't know. Is it in a few weeks? Is it
very soon? Yeah, September.
It's coming up. Yeah. So yeah, action packed here. Lots and lots of stuff here. A lot of this will also likely be available to play because that's what kind of Gamescom is all about, right? So there will be a lot of hands-on potential for a lot of these as well. So yeah, lots to look forward to from there.
Hargeet, any of this you're looking forward to specifically? And is there anything that you might? Obviously, we're privileged to some information that we shouldn't share, but I'm not trying to ask for that by any means. But is there anything that you have heard rumors of that you might be able to throw out there, as well as some things you're excited for, or something maybe you're hoping you'll see? Maybe
I actually don't know a lot about what's going on with the game. I do know they have the fan fest that they skipped the US, right? But hey, they have that out in Gamescom in Germany. Fair enough, whatever. But as far as looking forward to, obviously the ROG, I'm looking forward to what the heck's going to happen there. I'm very likely going to order that. So that's one that I'm looking forward to. I'm already going to play Keeper. It doesn't matter. I like Double Fine games, so I don't need to necessarily see more. It's cool. Grounded 2, I want to see the roadmap for that because it already sounds awesome, and it's like a quarter of the game, right? They have so much more to actually give us. I don't know if I want to get into it yet or wait until they actually get into full release. But whatever, it is very, very, very cool that it's doing so well. I'm still looking forward to what the heck is Black Ops 7. What that Inception trailer thing was just so crazy. What the heck? Like, who even thought that was like Call of Duty when it was starting?
You didn't think it was at all.
What is this?
Right? I thought it was Quantum Break too.
Yeah, right. You're like, what is this, right? And so, like, I'm looking forward to what is that story, right? Is this something crazy? Is this an in-betweener, right? Like, because they had that Modern Warfare 3, which was like a meh, right? It's still good, but it was not like at the full scale, I guess. But this, I don't know what the heck they're doing here. I'm going to be interested in seeing what that's about. I still want to see what's going on with the Order of the Giants. I don't know if I'll have time just because the sheer number of games, but I finished Indie already, but I want to see what that Order of Giants is about, and if it's something meaty or if it's just like a couple hour thing. And I'll see what I do there. Ninja Gaiden 4 is supposedly looking really good. So we'll see what we get there. Onimusha, that looked good. I saw the inside, like, while we were in June showcase time for, there's the days of play from Jeff Keighley, right? And so there was a Capcom NDA level viewing of what that was about. It looks pretty good. So Onimusha looks like it's going to be an interesting one to see. High on Life 2 looks good. Outer Worlds 2, one of my more anticipated fall games. Definitely looking forward to seeing more about that. And then Metal Gear Solid, I've already pre-ordered that. I've heard this is one of the better games. I want to see what it's all about. So definitely want to see more about that. So those are kind of the things that I'm looking forward to. Again, I'm not saying any of these other ones are bad. There's just so much.
Right.
You look at. But I haven't even started Age of Empires 4. And that game came a while ago, and I'd like to, but I just have time. It's so crazy. A lot of these other ones are still looking good, but it's just like, dude, do I have time for all this or not? I don't know.
Yep.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. There you go.
And of course, opening night live, right? Obviously, there's ONL, which is going to have a whole bunch of things just across the board, right? Whatever we get, but certainly, I'm interested in what Keighley has to show.
I think there was another member. Yeah, there we go. Put that up real quick. Sorry, just getting to the unmute. Dark Angelic, member for 1 month, renews membership, or I guess renews 1 month membership. I guess that's what it is. But yeah. Did we get the one with Mac? This one?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm looking at one thing and not exactly hearing what's because it's sometimes I hate to get running the show. Just saying, it's not always it's not as glamorous as it sounds. But yeah, so we'll definitely. I want to go to Alex Woggerman next. Your thoughts, Alex, on what we see that's coming, and then what are you maybe anticipating, expecting, or what would you like to see that maybe you've heard something about? Maybe you're just wishful thinking. I don't know, but tell us your thoughts on Gamescom coming up this week.
Yeah, I mean, from this list just here, first of all, don't sleep on Power Wash Simulator 2. That probably is my most played game over the last 2-3 years.
Nice.
This year they're bringing co-op, so you'll be able to co-op people,
nice,
co-op with other people in it. So don't sleep on that game. It's got a really rabid fan base too. I do know that Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, they've already teased that they're going to be making some announcements and bringing some news on the Xbox stream. So keep an eye on that. I'm really looking forward to Keeper. I think Double Fine is one of my favorite studios. I love Psychonauts 2. I love everything they do. It's quirky. I have some friends that do work there, so it's kind of a personal thing for me, but I really love Double Fine. Pretty much everything else is really icing on the cake. I mean, the Rogue Ally is really going to be, I think how they present the Rogue Ally is going to define how they do hardware in the future. If they need to be clear and concise with their messaging and show what this actually is, because the first thing out of everybody's mouth when they first showed the Rogue Ally was, it's not really an Xbox. It is an Xbox. It's not, just be clear, concise, show what it actually does, show the games playing on it, really kind of speak to what the goal of it is. And I think I'm looking forward to it. I will buy it. I don't think that's even a question, but I want to see it succeed, because I feel like that really is the future of the gaming industry. As far as opening night live goes, I don't know. I'm really kind of hoping to. I know that last year wasn't quite as dynamic as, say, the Game Awards or even the E3 Summer Game Fest kind of things, but I really love when smaller companies, smaller indie studios really get a way to show their games off, and there have been some really good stuff, good games that have been shown off on Opening Night Live that maybe would not normally get that kind of exposure. So I really am looking forward to seeing some of these indie studios, especially some of the European ones that we don't really have a lot of access to. You find a lot of games that just kind of hit that measure that you want to play it. It just looks unique, and that's as a 51-year-old gamer, and I think Dave, you probably can relate to this a little bit. Not calling you old, but but you don't always get a lot of time to play really long games. You like to play things in short bursts and stuff like that. And I found myself really enjoying the smaller narrative-based indie games lately, and really kind of enjoying them for what they are. And so I'm really looking forward to some of that.
There you go. All right, Scrub Nurse, your thoughts? What you see?
I want to know if folks are taking bets for opening night live if Kojima's going to come on stage. I mean,
maybe.
Kojima's always.
They may hold him off till the Game Awards this year.
If Jeff has a chance to fly him out there, he's going to be there, whether he barely has anything to say or not. I mean, the last time he got up, he didn't have anything to show. He just said, "I'm great to be working on a new game, and y'all are going to enjoy it." And it's like, oh wow. Did we really need Kojima up there to talk?
And the answer is yes.
And don't say anything. It's like, but that is Jeff. Opening night live. I'm excited to see what they're going to share. The thing about Gamescom is a lot of times we don't have any real big drops as far as like new titles, like big giant projects. So I'm really not looking for Open Night Live to just wow me with, oh my God, did you see that very last thing they showed? They're finally bringing out Beyond Good and Evil 2. You know what I'm saying? But
it'll be big.
You might get a surprise. People usually save that for during the summertime or for the Game Awards, but you never know. We might get a surprise. The main thing which might surprise people that I want to see is what they're going to announce with the ROG Ally. I mean, and mainly the price. If they do a little bit more breakdown on the different specs than just finding out from, Warren posting something on Xbox, on Twitter going, oh, it'll have this, for them to have like a reel or somebody talking and breaking down. It will have this kind of screen. It'll play at this resolution. We have this and this. So I really am excited to see what they're going to put out for there, especially with the price. Of course, Call of Duty Black Ops. I want to see what the storyline, because just kind of like what Hargeet said earlier, when we saw that first trailer, I thought it was the Ninja Theory game that was supposed to be that horror game. That they're working on when you touch that glass and everything splintered. And then when I heard him say David, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, it's Call of Duty. Grounded 2,
Project Mara. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Project Mara.
Yeah, Project Mara. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Even though I really don't play Grounded, I have a lot of friends that do. There's a lot of games on here that I really don't play, but I love to see what comes out, and I'm so excited for the people who play those types of games. Grounded 2 is one of them. The Invincible game, I do want to see some more gameplay or whatever. Just that sizzle reel that they showed, man, that thing had me hyped. The way they did as far as the animations, which to me was just perfect. The way they did that, and the voice acting, and the way they were doing the combos and everything. I'm excited to see more on that as well. Ninja and then also Indiana Jones, Order of Giants, Fragpunk. I was excited for it until I played the not the beta, but the early release of the game, because to me it is like a slower Overwatch. Is really slow to me with the movement. So, and me being like a Twitch kind of jumping around Call of Duty shooter, it was just really hard for me to stay still when I played that game. But for some people, this will be right up their alley because it got a great concept on the game. I just think it's a little slow. Overwatch 2, I don't know if folks are really playing it like they used to. but it'd be interesting to see how on Life 2. The first game was great. I never got through the first game, but I loved everything. Anytime I can play a video game and I sit and watch the movie inside the video game for almost an hour straight, I almost watched the whole movie while I was playing High on Life. So that one's interesting. Keeper, I passed that one up on accident. And then whatever they're going to show with Mortal Kombat, those are the main things that jump out to me. But I definitely want to see the whole slate of what's coming out, and hopefully there are some surprises. But I know a lot of times, especially Gamescom, but even more so Tokyo Game Show, people go, oh, I heard they're going to drop this new game, or Xbox got something that y'all ain't never heard of. I got sources. And 9 times out of 10, those quote unquote sources are totally wrong. They usually don't drop the big ones on Gamescom and Tokyo Game Show, but you never know. You never know.
Yep. There you go. Hargeet. So it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting thing. I tell you, the thing I'm looking forward to is probably the ROG Ally the most. I think because I'm going to buy one no matter what. It doesn't matter what the price is to me. It doesn't matter what day it's coming out. Hopefully the pre-orders will be happening that day, because I'm going to drop it right when it's there. I'm just going to go for it because I know there you go. I know it's going to be, not only is it handheld, but I can plug it into my 75-inch TV and play it on that if I want to. So, and it's portable. I can grab and go. And if it has all these other different, avenues to play on too, hell yes. They're adding more, more of your personal library where you can cloud stream. So I take it to work with me, for my lunch break. What? Third shift. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'm just teasing. But seriously though, it's definitely it's one of the things I'm pretty excited for is that. And Silent Hill F. I'm big fan of Silent Hill, and I know this is kind of a. It's like, well, it doesn't take place in the, in the Silent Hill. And it's like, yeah, but it I don't know. It looks really good. It looks like it's going to fit the lore. And even the quote unquote evil from Silent Hill, maybe it's, it started somewhere. So maybe that's maybe that's what we'll kind of get the evil that it is. It kind of reminds me more of like the Grudge or something like that, or the Ring kind of thing. And to me, that's win-win. I'm excited for that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think we did have one more super chat. We need to read that one.
P-Lump $2. Can I get an encore?
They see me rolling.
Watch him rolling, watch him go, watch him rolling, watch him go. He be rolling down the street, he be rolling to the beat.
There you go. Feel better, P-Love? I know I do.
You got those moves, Dave.
I do. If I could stand up in this, I don't want to show off.
Please
Just kidding. Just please don't do that. Ow, hurts. That's all right.
Do you think there'll be an opening night live? One more thing.
I think there will be. I do.
And
I think there'll be something.
Who will do it, and what will it be?
Kojima.
It could be Kojima. That would be cool. That would be nice. The dream for saltiness would be to be, oh, by the way, here's Spider-Man available next month on your Xbox.
Well, hey, I mean, last year they did Indiana Jones.
He would never do that. He would never do that. Well, you know how much money you would have to pay him to get him to utter that? No, he would never.
But he would do it for Sony if Sony wanted to get the news out there.
Well, but he would do it for Kojima. Death Stranding 2 is a PlayStation console exclusive. It's not even on PC yet.
Right. Yeah. But for something PlayStation to go to Xbox, no, he wouldn't do that. You would have to pay a bunch of money.
Well, guess what Microsoft has?
We'll see.
A bunch of money.
It could be. That could be a thing, right? Kojima announcing DS2 for PC and Xbox, maybe even Nintendo.
Oh my God! Wouldn't that just be? It would be glorious. I mean, it would be wonderful. It'd be great because, when games are available everywhere, we all win, right? Isn't that what Phil said? What exactly did Phil say?
This is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists.
Or maybe it was Satya. What did Satya say?
So if this is about competition, let us have competition.
Exactly.
Excellent.
I like it a lot. I like it. exactly what it is. Welcome to the dark side, guys. What a great show tonight. Awesome having both of you here.
If you like this video, please hit the like button.
Yeah, let me pull this up here. So it's back to the crew. Guys, again, thank you so much. The chat, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. I'm gonna we're going around the horn. I'm actually gonna update because it looks like Lemon had quit playing, so I have to find somewhere else to send the stream to. I'll work on that real quick. But while I'm doing that, and Hargeet, if you see me gone for a second, then you can go to the next person for me. So let's please, Scrub Nerds, tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you, what shows you're on, all that kind of good stuff. Please tell the people where they can find you.
I appreciate y'all having me. Anytime. Well, Dave, when you hit me up, if I can make it, I will be here.
Thanks, sir.
You can find me on Twitter, as you see right down here, Scrub Nurse at Scrub Nurse 3 on Twitter. I just put a link in the chat. That's where I am on Twitch. That's Scrub_Nurse. And then, of course, a lot of you can find me on Xbox. I'm there. Just look up Scrub Nurse, and I'll be there. I don't mind playing on multiplayer games. If somebody says, man, I always wanted to play with a bunch of guys that just love the game, I'm available. I'm not one of these people, oh, if you're not somebody big and important like Hargeet, I won't play with you. I only play with important people like Hargeet. I play with anybody and we all have fun. We have a good time. I like playing with the community. So thank you all for coming out, liking. Shout out to everybody in Replay Gang as well. I mean, I do this for the love of it. I mean, I buy new equipment just so I can have fun and hang out with you guys. So this is another excuse for me to do this. Appreciate hanging out with Woggerman. Nice to meet you. That was a good time. Hopefully we can do it again. So if you really like what you're watching, please hit the like and share. But also, if you want to see me every week on any kind of streaming show, you can find me on 108 Dragons TV. And we do that with Lemon, 108 Dragons TV, the Dragon's Den. We do that every Saturday starting 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central. And it just depends on the day. We might go 2 hours. We might go 4 hours. I mean, we won't ever catch the Iron Lords, but we have a good time. We just drink and goof off and talk about the different games of the week and what we like to play. And hopefully what we like to play is what you guys like to listen to. So if you're interested, please come check us out. We'd love to have you.
There you go. That is for sure. Look at Lemon. Look at. That's all right. And Lemon, just so you know, we did have your stream while you were playing live. We had you playing while we were talking about the game. So just so you know, and we did promote your channel as well, sir. So Lemon, we love Lemon. He's an amazing member of the community. Always good to see him out there. We were going to send a show over to you, but you ended. So we're going to send it to Pixelated Echoes instead. And let's get Scrub Nurse has got his Twitch TV account in there. Plus, I'm going to add that to. Let me click on that so that I'm going to add that to our the notes as well here in a minute. That way we can make sure everybody clicking. It'll be in the notes in the description below. If you listen later on either iTunes, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your audio, it is available everywhere. And we also will have the link and stuff is there as well. Alex, Woggerman. I love it. Please tell everybody about your new your channel is you can go over there, can subscribe now because you got content dropping soon. You've also got your own show starting up here in a month or so, which we definitely want to make sure to promote that as well and have you back on, of course, in the future. So please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you, and all the kind of stuff you got going on.
Well, first, Dave, appreciate you inviting me on. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to join on a lot more conversations going forward. But yeah, you can find me on X, Woggerman 1974. You can find me playing on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, all Woggerman. And then I am starting up a new channel. I have been gaming since my grandfather brought home the Pong Sears system since I was about 4 years old. So I've been gaming my whole life. And one of my fascinations has always been the arcade industry. And as you can see with the backdrop behind me, really love arcades. And I love retro style games. So I'm starting a new channel called Quarters Up, which is something that we used to say when we got when the arcade opened. We would run into our specific game and and put our quarter in and say quarters up, so that the next person, they would throw their quarters up there and get the next game, whoever won. So what the focus is going to be I'm going to have some interviews with some arcade developers from the past. I've already have a couple in the can. We will be doing some of that. We will be starting a podcast, which will focus. There'll be two podcasts actually. One focusing on similar to this news, commentary, opinions. But I'm also going to have larger scale interviews and roundtables with people who've been developing arcade games in the past, and maybe even some developers of games coming to the current gen and next gen systems. So really working hard on that. I mean, I have been in the industry for quite a while. I was a buyer for Xbox at Electronics Boutique way back in the day.
Nice.
I was the first buyer for them, and so I've known a lot of these guys for a long time. I've been to over 20 of the E3s. I've made a lot of friends, so we're going to start seeing a lot of that hopefully come into play in the channel. But I'd love to have everybody here on at least one of those podcasts coming up. But so you'll see some content hopefully drop right around Gamescom. And then starting next month, you'll see a more consistent pace with some videos and stuff. So it's going to be Quarters Up Gaming. And you can find that on YouTube. And I think, WebDave, you put it down in the links below. I did see it. So I really appreciate that, and hope you guys will join me. It'll be a lot of fun. It's something I've been dreaming about for a long time.
Awesome. Well, you're a great member of the community, and I do appreciate the things that you and Hargeet and Ben did at Summer Game Fest, and I'm looking forward to next year's event as well.
It's going to be even better.
Heck yeah! It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, get that theater that you talked about maybe right in there, close to where the other venues are. I guess that would be really cool if you get that nice little close one there. If that works out, that would be walking distance instead of to drive across town. But you never know. Whatever worked out for sure. But it'll just be awesome.
Figure it out.
Exactly. It'll be awesome. I guarantee it'll be fun, a good time, and we'll be posting videos and stuff like that from it, and talking all about it, and maybe even I believe probably be people's chances to win some opportunity to join us in LA next year. You just never know. Hargeet, please, my favorite Jedi, Hargeet, please tell everybody what's going on, where you're at, while the shows that you're going to be on, and tell us whether Fonz is going to make it back this coming Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But for now, at least, my channel, Hargeet Chani 1, if you want to subscribe. I might, if I get that ROG at some point, I might actually just do like a teardown of what it does, what's different. The real reason I want to see it is how it bridges the gap from Windows 12 and Xbox, or Windows 11 and Xbox, right? And I want to see what the hell they're doing there. But anyways, we'll get to that. My book, everybody knows, whatever, shop.china.us. I will be on with Boom on Wednesday. We will have had Opening Night Live. We will have had most of the day of events, right, as far as the news that should be coming out. We'll get that Wednesday. Check that out, 7 p.m. US Eastern on Double Barrel Gaming. So we'll definitely go over all the fun things that happen there. I'm sure we'll go over the ROG as well. That'll be a big topic with Kay Asante is usually with us. So we'll go over that. And then I'll be hopefully on. We'll see. We'll be on with See Money and Doodle on Friday. But with Fonz, I don't know. We'll see. He's saying yes, maybe next Saturday we'll definitely be back. But I will keep it open. He's kind of on a family thing that's going on. Nothing bad. It's all just family stuff that he's doing.
And moving stuff. Yeah.
and it's not just moving, but other family things that are going on as well. But that's all good. It's all fun stuff. It's fun, and it is kind of vacation time. It's summer, so whatever.
Of course,
stuff happens. So we will be back. We'll be back hopefully next Saturday. So we'll tentatively say that's going to happen. Otherwise, we'll be back here, of course, on Sunday. Next Sunday at 7 p.m. US Eastern.
Oh yeah,
check us out.
definitely, and we know we do have Kay Asante will be here next week to talk all about his hands-on experience with the new handheld ROG Ally X, and of course what all the stuff that he ran into at Gamescom, because he actually speaks fluent German, which is pretty amazing too. So yeah, we'll definitely have that on. Plus, another special guest will join us. We're not sure exactly who. We pin that down sometimes. We have to. Sometimes you just have to wait and see who's available, and maybe we'll even hear from Paris, because sometimes he likes to come on and talk that shit as well to let us know his thoughts on everything that happened. I do want to play one more little cool clip. This is because I know Hargeet got the Switch 2. And I know his favorite game to play is Mario Kart. But I don't think Mario Kart
the only game I've played on it.
Exactly. Is this what your experience is when you play?
Nice.
Oh wow,
that's hilarious.
It looks like fun though.
What is this? Where did they do this?
I don't know. I'll have to send you the clip.
Somebody's definitely signing waivers to do this. This looks like a lot of hurt people.
Oh, in the back.
Oh God.
And
oh
right
my
now,
goodness.
You can save £50 per
Okie dokie.
For anybody out there that lives in LA, this looks like the 405.
Oh wow!
Wait, now, thank God Korkenstein's a better driver than this. I'm just saying. Thanks,
this is wild.
Marginally.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. There we go. I just had to add that in there. Goodness.
That's
so
good.
we are going to send everybody over to Pixelated Echoes. That's right. That is 3-bit and Fuzzy Belvedere are live right now, talking more about gaming for another couple of hours. So if you want to head on over to them, please, in their chat, if you want to cut and paste this and put that in there, let them know that they have been rated by the Gamers Council. They always get a kick out of that, and we do appreciate it. If you don't mind, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 4K, and we do appreciate each and every one of you for being here every week. And like I said, next week's show is going to be fantastic. Scrub Nurse, Woggerman, Hargeet, thank you guys so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it, and thank you guys again, and join us again next week for the return of the Gamers Council.
Game over.